Hey,
What's cracking, guys? Welcome to episode 15 of the
Number
Ape Audio
15.
podcast. The Possum Cast. I'm
What's
sitting
up?
down with my good pals Patrick,
Yo.
Ian,
Hi.
Devin over on the boards, and we have some very special guests. Jerelle
guys.
Fisher
Yo.
Sofia
Monaro.
Monaro.
Yeah.
Nice.
My brain kept wanting to say Romano, but I knew it was so wrong.
Everyone always says that.
And over in the corner we have Alex Liu,
Liu.
right there
On,
with
let's
the
go
lens.
on the lens. Yeah.
Killing it as always.
So what's cracking, everybody? Everybody okay?
Everybody's good.
Good.
How are you
Just-
doing?
I'm doing all right. I keep getting harassed at the Tim Hortons I go to.
Tell us about it.
So I'll start from the very beginning. The first day I go there, I order a coffee and a tea. And I get to the window, and it's not in a tray. And I look over and I say, "Hey, can I please get a tray with that?" And the guy said, "Next time ask at the speaker so we can have it ready for you."
Oh my lord.
And I'm like,
why did
I,
you do that?
I don't know. And I was like, holy
Like,
shit, okay.
I feel
No
like
problem.
picturing all Tim Hortons is just like
Well, then he
Rude
was
like mass.
Devin was saying he was at some other Tim Hortons and they were giving him a hard time. And I was like, "Oh, the same one?" He's like, "No, different one." So second time I go there, I order a breakfast wrap. It's called a sausage wrap.
Oh,
It
yeah,
comes
yeah.
with like egg, sausage, and a hash brown, right? So I order it, and the guy goes, "That comes with egg, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Shouldn't you know this?
And he's like,
he works
"Well, he
there?
had already clicked the button, so it's like up on the screen." He's like, "That comes with egg, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes,
Look to the diagram on your right.
Yeah, like
"That comes with sausage?" "Yeah." "Hash brown too, right?" "Yeah." "Okay."
What do you do
And I pull
here?
up and I'm like, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
Like, that's so weird.
New
Whatever.
guy.
I take my food. And then today, I pull up and I got like this corduroy jacket over there that I was wearing.
yeah.
Like a little wintry spring kind of jacket.
That's not
And-
spring,
Very nice,
dude.
very nice.
I pull up to the window and the guy just goes, "It's a little hot for a jacket like that, isn't it?"
Yeah.
And I just looked at him like, I don't know.
Why are y'all bugging me?
Yeah, I don't
man?
know. It's super weird. I'll keep everybody updated on the next time I go
The next
there.
time you go to Timmy's.
Yeah.
They
man.
stole your donuts too, didn't they?
Oh yeah. There was another time I
Whoa.
went there and I ordered a dozen donuts and I
Oh,
only got
cool.
And
like,
they didn't even
9
give
or
them to
10.
you?
No.
What? Come on.
Yeah. Total bummer.
Tell me which one it was. I'll pull up.
So right over on King Street. Right over on King Street.
Uh-huh.
We can go harass them after the show.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Yeah.
We'll do it all together.
We'll go live.
We'll
Yeah,
walk
yeah.
in through the drive-through.
Yeah.
Hey, we're here for those 2 donuts. Christian missed the other day.
Yeah. It was a couple months ago. We're here for the 2 donuts.
The other ones were good, but
Yeah.
I just want those two. I'm kind of
I just finished them.
Yeah.
Cool. So you guys just came off of a little mini tour.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
just did a 6-date tour or 7. We started in Waterloo.
Like that, yeah.
Then we went to St. Catharines, Hamilton. Then we went Brantford, and then Toronto, and then Guelph. Wow,
Sick.
like
Nice.
just it was kind of a blur. So I'm kind of just
Yeah. You
catching
guys just
up.
finished on Sunday, right?
yeah. We just
Yeah.
finished in Guelph on Sunday. It was a good finish. It was real fun.
And
Real
the
fun.
tour flu is setting in.
Yeah. We're
Yeah,
fighting off a little cold right now.
Yeah, for
so
sure.
apologies, guys. You know.
You had a cold on the tour?
No, I got mine like Friday, like just
Oh.
Friday. It sucked because all week I worked and I was like, yo, like I'm feeling great, good, like I'm ready to go back and finish these last 3 shows. And then Friday came around and I was like, hell no, this is happening right now.
Shitty.
Like,
Do you think it's just because you're around so many people?
yeah, probably around
Yeah.
so many people and
No
like
sleep.
no sleep. That's
Yeah.
another thing. Because I'm a night hawk. I don't know why. I just can never sleep.
Sure.
And then just screaming my lungs out on stage every night is, doing a number on my throat.
Yeah,
so.
you're giving a lot of surface area for germs to.
Yeah. I know it's a tough one. I'm trying to keep myself healthy, But,
So other than that, you guys have a good time?
yeah,
Yeah.
it was really fun.
Cool.
Really, really fun.
Any
What was your
cool
favorite venue?
District was really cool. We played
Yeah.
there on Sunday in Guelph.
Yeah. Really different stage. There was like a neon moon on the back. There
Oh,
was like
cool.
a riser. We had her on the riser,
Cool.
and now she wants a riser on stage all the time now. So
You can
we got to
take
make
this
that
one.
happen.
Yeah.
And then Absinthe in Hamilton.
Yeah,
We got to play Absinthe,
Oh,
and
cool.
I've been waiting to play Absinthe for so long. So
How
when
come?
we played that, I just love the venue.
Yeah.
The venue is just awesome. Like I've seen a few bands play there, and just the energy there is so sick. And
Yeah, I like that corner stage.
Yeah.
That was the
going
first
on.
venue
Oh, is
I
that
ever
the one
played
that has
at.
like the
Really?
wall in front of it?
yeah,
okay.
like the like railings on each side,
Yeah.
and then
yeah.
they got like
Giant
the
window
booth.
in the back,
Right, right.
yeah.
Yeah, Yeah,
So
it
that
was
was your
really
first
fun.
time playing?
Yeah, I was like 13, I think.
Oh, jeez.
I got it with my guitar teacher, and they wouldn't let me do anything besides get on the stage and then get right back out. But I was just playing with my acoustic guitar, and I was just like a little 13-year-old, and then I came back and played some hip hop. So that was
That's
pretty
pretty
fun.
sweet.
What'd you play?
A lot of Green Day covers and like a couple of my own
Huge
songs.
Green Day fan.
Nice.
right?
Yeah.
Sick. What kind of crowd did you play to?
My family,
Best
literally,
crowd
and then
ever.
like some
I know those ones.
giant guys with beards in the back, just like
With their beers,
sipping
you know,
Yeah,
their
yeah, yeah.
beers. Yeah.
just happened to waltz in, you know.
Sure.
I know them ones too.
Yeah.
So you're a big Green Day fan?
I'm a huge Green Day fan.
Favorite record?
Oh fuck. Probably Kerplunk or Nimrod.
Cool.
All
I would
right.
say.
You
Good
can't
answer.
just skip
Yeah.
over Green Day for
Cool, we don't have
her
to
for a
kick you out.
second though. Like she got to play with them on
What?
stage in Hamilton,
Why
so
are we
like
bringing this?
Oh,
we have to.
This
What?
is an amazing
Did I see
story.
a photo of
What?
this? Is there a
Yeah.
photo of this?
Yeah, see,
Yeah,
I'm telling
there
you,
is.
amazing
What?
story.
There's a
That's
whole
fucking
video.
crazy.
Yeah, go through her Instagram. You guys can see it.
Yeah, I thought I saw
Sofia
a
Monaro.
photo of you up on the stage, but I didn't like look at it too long. That's crazy.
Yeah.
How'd that happen? You just get pulled up?
Just got pulled up.
Cool.
Like right moment, right time. I've been seeing them every time they come to Canada, and I brought the same sign every
Wait.
show.
What? When was this show?
Hamilton on March 20th.
I think my cousin was at that show,
Hey.
and I think
Probably.
he told me about a girl getting pulled up and fucking nailed the performance.
Yo,
Now
she
that I think about
killed
it.
it.
Cool.
That's
Like,
really
killed
That's
it.
sick. Yeah, like people I haven't talked to in years were at that show, and they're just like, "Is that you on stage right now?" Like texting me, like I'm gonna fucking open my phone.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
that's me. Like,
I don't
Yeah.
think you were ready for the
Hold
amount
on.
of clout you were
No.
about
Hold
to
on,
get.
guys.
It was
no, it
They're
was,
just trying to make sure it was.
it
you,
was
you know?
crazy. A lot of
Yeah.
people thought like my dad got it for me or something. Like it was like a bid that you have to like
Yeah.
auction to get, and I'm like, no, like it just happened, and it was weird. 'Cause
Right time,
everyone's
right
like,
place.
it just
Crazy.
seems like too crazy that it was you, because they know how like huge of a Green Day fan I am, and I was like, it just fucking happened. You just kind of.
That's how the universe.
It was
works,
like
though.
20 years
man.
of waiting for that to happen, and it just happened.
That's
so,
sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So literally, like your biggest dream.
Yeah.
That's dope.
He even said when I got off, he's like, it all goes downhill from there. And I was like, it's so
Thank you.
true. Because, like, as soon as I got off, I'm like, what
you
the hell
fell?
am I going to do with my life now? Like, everything's just kind of stupid now.
I mean, I feel like that's a great point to get to at such a young age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, yeah.
people die before they even hit that point.
Yeah. I
do
know.
you feel like that moment was kind of like one of the big like eureka moments of I'm gonna do this.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
gonna
for
be a
sure.
musician.
For sure. Like, the fact that I was able to do it, I was like, oh, I can play to 20,000 people. I can play to anything.
That's
really.
fucking crazy.
Were you shaking?
Yeah, dude.
I
what
think-
the
Or
hell?
did you
That's
just get,
so
like- did you
crazy.
get, like,
I think
tunnel
I just-
vision?
I just kind of blacked out, so I don't really remember much.
Oh, she was
It
actually just
Wow.
laying there.
Yeah, it
was
was
the backing
honestly
track
just the
doing all the work.
adrenaline. I don't remember much. I just
Wow, that's
I know.
so.
I was gonna say what's on the back.
literally me. Yeah. No, it was just like kind of like you did acid and you like walked on stage with like
Right.
your favorite band and you're just like, oh shit, this is happening, and like you just kind
Damn.
of can't fuck it up. You just-
Wow.
it's not gonna happen again. I was just like, just please don't like fall, don't like fuck up a chord, don't break a string, because that would like
What song were you playing?
Knowledge by Operation
Cool.
Ivy.
Cool.
Yeah, they did a cover of that on their Slappy Hours.
That's
Album.
dope.
Yeah,
What if they pulled you up and you didn't know any song?
Yeah.
I know.
She knows.
I know every
song.
Green Day
I was
song.
gonna say like,
That's
Trust
on
me.
guitar.
trust me.
How do they pick the person? Then?
Yeah, that's
Like
They
a-
literally just like, who knows
we look
how to-
like
That's the one.
she looks like we could
she,
trust her.
she can play.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. Because he
She
was
just-
like, you swear to fucking God. I was like, I swear to God. Like, I put my hand up and everything. I was like, I swear.
That's so
yeah,
cool.
no, that was fun.
Pinnacle moment for sure.
Yeah. So usually with our artists, we do this little thing where we do like a quick musical backstory.
Okay.
So we like to know kind of your first musical memory, maybe when you're like 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
Sort of where you had a turning point to searching out, I guess, music that maybe speaks to you on a different kind
Yeah.
of level.
Yeah.
So yeah, like three points.
Okay,
If you want to start, Jerelle.
I mean, my mom started me real young, so I mean, I could, as long as I can remember. I remember my mom always like playing, old school R&B, that kind of stuff. A lot of Bobby Brown, a lot of D'Angelo,
Yeah.
early Usher,
Nice.
of course, early Usher, Alicia Keys, all that kind of stuff. Just as I was growing up, and it just kind of stuck with me, and I kind of just took everything I learned from my mom. My mom taught me how to dance. My mom taught me how to like even kind of sing,
That's
all that
dope.
kind of stuff. So yeah, she just kind of influenced me that way. She wanted to be a performer herself, so I guess she was like, you know what, I didn't do it.
Living
so
vicariously
do it.
through
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
That's cool.
yeah, so I guess that's kind of how I started, and then through high school and stuff like that, or even before then, I started like poetry and stuff like that, and then high school is when I started taking music seriously, and then from there, it just snowball effect. Just
Cool.
kept going.
Was there like a specific artist when you were coming around high school time that inspired you like a lot?
Oh yeah, and I know I'm gonna get mad hate for this, but I gotta say Chris Brown.
Oh,
Nothing
gotta
wrong
say
with that.
Chris Brown.
He
So
can,
was that like your
he
high
can write
school
circles,
artist?
man.
Yeah, man. No, that's the thing is like he's a crazy performer. He might be, you know, he's got all this stuff. You won't catch me saying anything bad about him online, but you know what I mean. But like just he's all around an insane artist.
Musically,
you know?
he was an inspiration to you.
Yeah, like he made good music, man, and he could move. Like, and I dance too, so like that kind of drove me. I got to say Usher as well too, because that's another big one. Because Usher's got like the moves as well. I'd probably say better than Chris, can't lie. Michael Jackson, of course.
Yeah.
Those like three, I'd say probably a little bit of Green Day. I had Green Day on me too. Rage Against the Machine a little bit.
Sick. We were actually just
Denzel
listening
Curry.
to a Denzel Curry.
I
cover
heard
of
that just
Bulls on
came
Parade.
out.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, it's sick.
Yeah, it's super good, super good. I liked it a lot.
Yeah. Speaking of Usher, I was coming out of my garage parking the other day, and this old dude was holding the door for me,
You like
and his
that fucking
phone just
garage.
started playing Usher's "Yeah,"
Oh my.
and
Yo.
this guy was like 70 years old. It's like, duh, 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 duh,
Yo, you'd
duh,
actually
duh,
be
gets
duh,
surprised.
duh, and I'm like,
Down.
whoa, this is awesome.
You'd be surprised how many older people have that as their ringtone. My grandma, I'm pretty sure, had it as my ringtone, as a ringtone at a point. Like,
And I could tell he was like really trying to not just bust a move on the spot.
how can you not?
You should have told
Come
him
on.
to.
Yeah.
Even you just singing it right there, I'm like, I want to move. Come on.
That song creates flash mobs without people even knowing.
I know. I know.
As he's walking away, you just hear "In the club with my homies."
Yeah.
Oh, Christian,
What
you're
about
really good
yourself?
at that.
Yeah, man, I've been practicing ever since I heard the ringtone.
On your Motorola Razor,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I had to
Or
pull
your,
out the LG Shine.
LG Rumor,
yeah.
whatever the,
The
slide
chocolate.
ones.
The razors
Oh,
are making
yeah.
a comeback, I think.
I heard
Really?
that.
What?
Somebody asked me what a Motorola Razr was at work the other day.
That's how you
And
know
did you
you're
just
getting
turn
old.
away
Yep.
and pretend like they weren't born yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I
have
think I
to.
had one in every color at one point.
Really?
What?
It was like they had them in like matte black, and like I had it in matte black.
I was gonna say I had a pink one.
I had a
Damn.
pink one as well.
I was
and then I
lucky
had
to
like
hold
the
on to a phone
tiny
for a month.
one.
Yeah.
I
Back
had
then?
to beg my
I lose 'em all
parents
the
to let
time.
me get my first cell phone, and it was like this piece of shit LG flip phone that was like a hand-me-down from like, I don't know, 8-9 years prior. And I don't even think it had T9 word on it. It was
Oh,
like ABC
God.
only. And this thing would not die. I was like purposely trying to destroy it to get a new phone. It would like get run over by cars. I would spray it down with a hose. And
See, whatever they were making phones out of back then, they got to do it now.
Yeah,
Because
I
you drop a
definitely
phone once and
agree.
it's done.
I
What's
definitely
the
agree.
what's the phone that's like the meme where it's like indestructible?
Motorola?
Yeah.
No, it's the Nokia.
No,
Oh, is it
yeah, the
Nokia?
Nokia 900 or
Is it?
something.
900. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
that's that soap bar one.
Oh, that's
Oh,
The
yeah,
one
right.
that like
yeah,
shows
okay.
like when there's like a catastrophe, it just shows it like in the middle.
Yeah, I think those
Perfectly
phones.
intact
Yeah.
I think
Photoshop.
those
Fire
phones
all around
came
it
with
and
a
it's just
built-in
like snakes
walkie-talkie
playing.
feature too. I think they came with a built-in walkie-talkie feature.
What?
What?
Right?
How did I not
It's
know
a
that?
cell
Oh,
phone.
yeah.
It's a cell phone.
The solo mobile.
Why are you using it
ones.
as a walkie-talkie?
I think you're full
People
of shit.
used it as a split
Bush talk?
jammer. I remember they would pull.
Oh,
Bush
Bush
talk? What the
talk.
fuck is bush talk?
like the redneck communication system.
That's called CDM.
It's ham radio.
Whoa,
Cool.
easy there, squeaker.
So Usher, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Where are you at right now? What are you listening to now? What are you getting
Ooh.
inspiration from?
Right now it's just I gotta say the Drake.
The Drake.
The Drake. He's always ahead of the times. That's
Yeah.
something where his sound's always adapting. So I gotta say Drake for sure. Bryson Tiller is a huge sound that I'm inspired by. Miguel, J. Cole. I got a lot of J. Cole.
Yeah.
Did you see Miguel crush the girl's head into the stage while trying
Yeah.
to do a
What?
flying V kick?
Way back, way back, like
Holy shit!
jumping from stage to stage, like flying ninja kick right in the face. You never
Oh
seen
my
that?
Oh,
like it
no.
was
crazy.
Yo, you
you
gotta
gotta
pull
you
that
gotta
up.
look that up
You
sometime.
gotta pull
It's
that up.
actually hilarious.
We can pull it up right now.
Oh,
Okay.
Do you want to bring it up? He like
Holy
brought her
shit.
backstage
Yeah,
and like
what
was
happened?
getting her iced and stuff. I think he ended up going into a lawsuit with her, or
Yeah, I was gonna
maybe it was the
say.
girl beside her.
He got into a lot of trouble for it. I know that for sure.
That probably
I know
didn't
that
feel
for
very good.
sure. No.
Dude, it's like
I'm
it's
surprised
heavy.
he made it. I'm
It's
surprised
Fly
he made
kick.
it through that.
Yeah.
That was a big thing. I remember that. Like,
Yeah,
Oh,
wait, there's
yeah.
even a slow-mo one.
Oh God.
yeah, like here it is right here.
I'm scared.
Yeah, me too. I'm
2013.
I'm on edge right now.
He's just the man.
And she's like in the back and her neck's all crooked and she was like, I just love Miguel.
Here it is right here.
This is the best concert.
Oh! And then he just tries to play it off.
Yeah, he like even reaches
On
back.
the song.
He like even
Hey, I'll say
Oh my
I'll say
god.
that
Made
on
him
record
think
though.
that was a
Fuck
good
R.
idea,
Kelly.
though.
yeah, for real.
For real.
For real. We
For
had
real.
we had a guest here last week, and he's had like this R. Kelly poster up in his bedroom, I guess, since he was a little kid.
But we still
and he
have it
like
here.
brought it here for like a ceremonial removal of it.
See? Look
Yeah,
at
and then
this
he
woman.
reaches back
Dude,
to
that
the
would
girl
be
that he
me.
didn't even hit.
Take it
That
on
would-
the
You like
chin.
that, baby?
Like she's
Dude.
still smiling. She doesn't even.
Nobody cares about the other
Probably
girl.
can't feel it. Probably got the adrenaline going.
No, that'd be me with Billy Joe Armstrong. He could.
Why? But why'd
He
they
could
even?
smash my head.
Why'd
Into
they-
it. Just be like,
He could
okay.
flying
Try
me
to do
crush
that.
my skull any day. Whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's a little.
All right.
That's a
Okay.
little.
Get that off the screen.
Now we're done. Now we're done.
Yeah, just I remember that.
a little strange.
That was a sad time.
Yeah, sort of veers so far off.
It's all, it's all good.
Jesus.
All good. Just felt awful. Felt awful for him and her.
That
Yeah.
that didn't make
It's
me
a
feel
bad
very good.
situation,
You live and
especially
you
in your
learn.
head where you're like, I could totally make this jump.
Yeah.
I did
You
this.
can see
I'm
I
making
did this
it.
during
Maybe
dress
in
rehearsal.
rehearsal he got it down, but like there's no one standing
Yeah.
there in rehearsal. Like,
Yeah, right,
There's
right. He
people
didn't
moving,
equate
like-
for like that extra foot and a half.
You got like 3 feet of air that time.
So everyone learned from him. Try not to jump from stage to stage.
no.
yeah.
What a stupid idea.
Do you guys have any other like memorable moments of like famous artists like doing some really dumb shit on stage?
There's a bunch of J Beebs.
Yeah.
Tons of J Beebs.
JB blunders.
Got the water bottle to
there's
the head.
specifically one I
Yeah.
think of that I saw maybe last year, and it was Travis Scott falling in this hole in
Yes,
the stage
yes.
during Drake's performance.
Yeah, they had
And
that
he's
huge
auto-tuned,
circle.
and he's still got his mic up, and he's like,
So it's like a yell. It's like an auto-tune fall. It's kind of funny.
Oh, that's so fucking funny.
He's just there and then gone. And
Yeah,
that was like
yeah,
the
yeah.
biggest meme of the year. I remember that one too.
Fuck,
Yeah,
how do I miss
apparently-
all of these?
Right here.
God. Oh man.
And Drake like looks in. He's like, "Yo, man, I got you.
Yeah, right.
Let me help you out. You good?"
Apparently, because of this, Drake refunded the whole entire show. So
What?
like, Travis fell on like some big stage prop that was like the main piece of Drake's show. So they still did the whole performance, and then they refunded everybody's ticket,
Damn.
which I thought.
Yeah.
One more time.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
so fucking good.
Oh
Yeah,
damn.
man.
So when you guys start booking those bigger venues, look out for the holes.
Oh yeah.
Apparently, there's just
Or you
holes.
just
all
Get to
over
know
the
your
stage.
stage.
No holes in our stage. I'll tell
I was
you
gonna
that for
say
sure.
like Dave Grohl had a pretty bad
Oh, yeah.
fall that one
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Is this
Like-
when he broke something? Didn't
I
he like
think, yeah, he
break
broke
his
his
leg?
leg.
He had another one too
They,
recently on a
wheeled him
smaller
out
stage.
and just he kept playing the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a trooper.
Yeah.
when you can keep going, that's how you know.
Yeah.
That's how
For
you know
sure.
you got it. You got
For
the
sure.
sauce.
I think just like rock and roll, it's always like someone's breaking a rib on stage or
It's not rock and roll if
Losing
you
a
don't.
tooth.
Yeah.
If you don't.
Oh, I got one better for you guys.
There was like this old punk band. I want
Oh, Busta Rhymes. Damn.
maybe around in
I
like
think I
the
remember
early
this one.
2000s. I don't remember what they were called, but during their set, one of their things was the lead singer would smash a mic into his forehead until he started bleeding.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
Every
about.
time, like every
G.G.
show.
Allen.
I think I remember
Busta.
another one too.
What is this?
Busta Rhymes.
Oh, whoa! He just like
fuck
he got
happened?
vertigo.
Wow.
Just lost his-
I've
broken
never seen
half.
that one. Damn.
he looks like just like a dad.
Yeah, for real.
looks like a
He's
dad.
got the,
he looks
he's got
like a
the
robot.
neck.
Patting
He's got
his
the
head.
neck of a dad.
The process
Can't make it
Busta
up
has
the gate
failed.
either. Damn. Yo, he headbanged too hard. That's what it was.
He
Watch.
broke in half.
Watch, look at this.
He like knocked himself out from headbanging.
Overclocked.
Ooh.
Oh man.
That's
Was
hilarious.
didn't Lady Gaga have a big fall? Was that
I'm not
another
sure.
one?
I'm not sure.
I feel like every famous
We should just
person
look
has
up
a bad fall.
singers falling off stage compilation and just get
Yeah.
and just get juiced right now and just
There's a whole compilation of her own.
Oh my god.
wow.
Just for Jack.
Be careful what you wish for, I guess.
Yeah.
Poor Lady Gaga.
Just skip ahead. I'll just see one fall.
I know. That's-
Maybe a couple is okay.
Maybe 4.
Oh, oh.
Nailing it. Nailing
Fist
it.
bumping.
Oh, poker face.
Oh my gosh.
She kind of
remember
looks
this
like
song.
Gwen Stefani when half her face is covered up.
Kind of looks like a lot of
What
people.
are you trying to say?
I'm not sure.
What the
Whoa,
fuck?
what?
All right.
Where was the fault?
Yeah.
We might
Cut
have
it.
skipped over it.
No fall.
Ooh,
False
wait,
advertising.
Ooh.
It's a fails compilation.
Knocked her dancer's tooth out.
Oh. Yeah. Oh,
Yo,
damn.
she played that off.
She
Yeah.
played that.
She liked
oh.
it.
Oh God.
Are we still going?
Yeah.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say.
Yeah,
just
no,
watch
I
this
need
one.
to see. I need to see what
I
happens.
need to see a
with this.
real fall.
Oh god.
Who is that?
It's the beehive. It's gonna take her right over.
Is that Tony Bennett?
Fuck.
I think it's
Sony.
Sony. Oh,
Oh, almost had it.
Can't
She
recover
almost
from
had
that
it.
one.
no.
Oh, they even had to do it in
She's still
slow.
spinning the
I know.
skirt.
Imagine it like wrapped around someone's head.
Her own.
She like tries to get up and like just falls
Man,
back.
that's jokes.
Oh God, I'm gonna have
man.
to go home and watch more fails. Damn.
And
Yeah,
you're just
the-
gonna be now super paranoid when you're on stage.
Oh.
You're just gonna be like
Walking
all
around
right,
with the
I'll
shuffle
just
She's
feet.
not gonna
at
be
all
walking
times.
On
around.
this
Like
tour,
my worst nightmare.
like on this tour, I tripped over so many monitors. It was crazy. The last show, Guelph, I flipped like 2 over on stage
Yeah.
by an accident.
Damn.
It was,
As
it
long
was
as they
bad.
flip over and you don't.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Almost fell off. You know, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. We recovered.
Blame the venue.
Yeah.
So did we get to where you were at right now? What you're listening to?
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Drake.
yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Sophia, do you want to go through your
Oh, shit.
musical history background?
Was Green Day the Spawn? Was it the first thing?
Yeah. Well, like my sister Izzy.
Shout outs to Iz.
I was just constantly wanted to be like her, so like I would just sneak in her room and like look at her posters. It was always Zeppelin or Pink Floyd, and like she loved Green Day too.
She a lot
started-
older than you?
She's 25. No,
Okay.
no, she's not. How old is she? 27.
27.
Sorry. Wow.
27.
Sorry, Izzy. Yeah, she's like 5 years older than me.
Nice.
But yeah, and yeah, so I just like always wanted to be like her. I used to steal her iPod and just listen to American Idiot front to back.
My
And,
little
like-
brothers used to do that to me.
Yeah,
Damn.
so like that, she got me into Green Day for sure. And my dad loves Morrissey and all those kind of people, so he got me into that side of things. And yeah, and then I started my own band when I was probably 10 with my best friend Jordan. She was drummer, and I just played guitar and sang. We're literally the White Stripes. But yeah,
Wow, I've
it literally
heard of you
looked like a
guys.
room like this that we would jam in, and we would just like play like Seven Nation Army and thought we were so good.
That's sick.
Or like Iron Man, because like all you do is hit the kick drum like over
Right,
and over
right.
again. We were like, yo, this sounds so good.
It's so on time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
killing
remember
this.
being like 10 or 11 years old. My brother was learning the drums and I was learning guitar, and like the first time we like kind of jammed together, we're like, we're the fucking best.
Yeah, I was like,
We're
yo,
really
we
going
need to be
places.
signed right now.
man.
But yeah, and then I kind of did my own thing when I moved to Oakville because I used to live in Hamilton. I just did my own thing. I just wrote and recorded my own songs, and then I met him at Metalworks a few years back, and then we kind of just started our
That's
own thing.
where it was. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did you guys like hit it off romantically immediately? Like what came first, like the music or?
Is this a Metalworks
Um,
love story?
Yeah,
Kind
Metalworks
of.
bonded us.
Yeah.
We kind of just like bonded over how much we hated it.
Sure.
Can't lie.
But yeah, and then I don't know. I don't really know how it started.
It was basically like I had like we were working with different producers and stuff like that. It was just like during Metalworks one day, one of the guys in front of me, who is our producer now, like our main producer, Courtney Rose, shout out to you, bro. He was working on a track in front of me, and I just randomly tapped him on the shoulder and was like, "You want to come over and just make music?" And then from there we clicked. Dude next to me, his name's Colton. He started with us, played guitar and stuff. And we just started from there. We were doing shows and like stuff like that. And then she came to a show actually, and
Yeah, Maxwell's.
yeah, Maxwell's, and we just kicked it off from
I
there.
was so nervous too because I was like,
When was
yo,
this?
This
Like,
guy
what was
sucks.
like the time frame for
Like,
this?
what am I gonna do?
like,
Like, I
2 years
can't
ago.
date him
Okay,
after
okay.
this.
Yeah.
This is gonna be weird.
Yeah, if I was bad, it
It would have
would've
turned
been.
me off completely. Like, I am very
Oh, that's fucking
picky over
hilarious.
performers. Like, I grew up watching like Green Day. I keep saying Green Day, but the way that they perform, it's like no one can really match it.
We saw them together too.
Yeah,
and
I brought
I have
him.
to admit,
Like-
like probably the best live performers I've ever
So
seen.
Yeah,
I'm very
I've heard the
picky. I'm
same.
like, okay, he needs to like get this, like, or I'm. This
Did
is
you tell him
bad.
that, or
Yeah,
were
you're
you
like,
just
be more
Oh,
like
yeah, I
Billy.
did.
Be more like Billy.
She told me
Yeah.
way later,
Just
though.
be-
Way
yeah.
later.
No, but yeah, and then he was good, so I was like, okay, he can stay. But yeah, then I started as their manager actually.
Okay.
Yeah, so I booked a few shows for them, and then I was like, yo, it'd sound cool if you guys had some like live keys on stage. And then like I wasn't even as good as I am now playing keys. I think like every show I get better. But yeah,
we get better with each other too.
Then we
right?
just kind of like rehearsed, like we just jammed, and then it was like, yo, this actually sounds pretty good. And then I don't remember when our first show was. I think it was Horseshoe Tavern. I think.
Yeah.
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 Because I used to just come to their shows, and because their DJ like quit on them last minute.
Right.
And then I was just
You know
like,
how it
I'll
is.
just press play. I just pressed play it on the computer, and then and that was fun. And then I just,
Horseshoe
like,
Tavern. Then we went to Montreal after that. And
How
then
was the Horseshoe? Every time I've been there, the place gets ballistic.
I mean, the first show, it was, we did it through a different promoter, and then, it kind of was.
we
like,
played on a
was
Monday.
flop.
It was actually pretty packed for a Monday.
Monday? Was that the
Yeah.
first one? I'm jumbled with times, so
Yeah, I
probably that
think
was the
so,
first
yeah.
one.
Did you order A&W through the wall?
No, I didn't know.
Isn't that a weird thing?
I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah, man, they have a little touch screen in the side of the bar, and you can just order A&W.
They actually have that?
Yeah,
I
because
thought
there's
you were
an
just
A&W.
messing with me
No,
for a
there's an
second.
A&W
What?
next door, and you can order burgers, and they come through the wall on a conveyor.
That's so cool.
That's insane.
Yeah,
That is probably
What
one
a
of the
great
coolest things I've ever
Hell
heard.
yeah.
Marketing.
Hell yeah, it's
plan.
super funny because like
I want to go.
you're
just
like
to
in the
order
middle
now.
of a
Yeah.
mosh, and then you kind of get tossed out, and you're a little bit dazed, and you're walking around, and you just
I feel
look
like a
over,
teen burger.
and there's just like a dude like posted up on the wall, and like a burger's like slowly rolling out to him.
Oh my god.
That's so jokes. I'm
It's-
gonna have to do that next time.
Yeah, for sure. If it's still there, it's been like probably about 2 years since I.
Are you
was at
sure
the
this is a
tavern.
real thing, dude?
I swear.
I'm gonna check it out.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
be
I
pissed
swear
if
to
I go
Christ.
there.
Yeah.
And there's
I'm
no
blaming
We're all gonna be
Send
pretty
it
pissed
all
at you,
right
dude.
back to me. Send it all right back to me. I promise it's there.
But yeah, it was just from a couple shows, and then we latched onto each other, and now it's her and I. We've been kicking every door down ourselves, and making sure everybody hears us as loud as they can. So
Yeah, you guys seem
Yeah.
to be doing a kick-ass job.
Yeah.
The fucking branding is through the roof, dude. It's amazing.
this man works really freaking hard over here.
Yeah, you want to
And-
talk about Alex a little bit?
Alex
I
is
love
one of the
you.
most talented dudes I've ever met. He's gonna say he's not, but he really is.
No, like,
and he works hella hard.
He's
So
insane. We met him at
shout out to Jess the Snapper too. If
Oh,
y'all
yeah,
know her
Jess.
too,
Word,
we've been
I've
working
seen
with
her
her
stuff
for a
around.
little
yeah,
bit.
she came on
I love the
a
shades.
couple days for our tour,
Oh yeah.
and she slept over on the Saturday, and like that was the first time like we ever actually like hung out for that long, and I was
So
just like,
cool.
I love you. Like
Yeah.
I just love everyone in this room. Like we played some Elton John, and
Nice.
we
Dope.
jammed,
Yeah.
and yeah, it was a fun night.
Yeah, super fun.
But yeah, we met him at a Critical One.
Shout out to y'all.
yeah, clothing
Got this
line.
right here.
Can I see that?
He
Oh yeah,
Oh, that's
Yeah,
beautiful.
yeah, he shoots
Yeah,
the pictures.
we got a ton of stuff. We
That's sick.
like on tour they stocked us up, and we
Cool.
appreciate that.
That's
guys.
awesome. Can I take a look?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
Can
sure.
I feel
for
the
sure.
fabric? Can I?
Yeah.
He
Oh,
shot the
nice.
pictures for their clothing and stuff, and yeah, then we
Dope.
just kind of
Click from
he
there.
knew a
Nice.
mutual friend of mine, and
Very,
I like,
very
me and Heather,
nice.
and then we just
Sure.
like hung out a few times, and then now he just comes over and we play video games and
Awesome.
Play video
awesome.
games, shoot.
Yeah, man,
Yeah.
your snaps are fucking amazing. So-
Yeah.
yeah, they're crazy.
Just wait till you see this new tour recap stuff.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, I'm
video-
excited.
the
to check it out.
videos he takes are
Oh, we got a lot planned. That's
Yeah.
all. We just
and the
working hard.
commitment. He goes like the show in Toronto. He went to the back of the venue, and we're like he was rapping to people at the
Oh,
bar
I just
that weren't
sprint
coming over.
around. If they're not up, I'll just
Dude,
sprint
that's
around
awesome.
And he
run
has
at
his little
people.
stabilizer, and he's sprinting behind Jerelle. Like, and I see him coming back,
Damn.
and he's like sprinting with this
That's
thing
a
in
true.
his hand.
That's a true
Like,
videographer.
yeah,
Right
he
Was
was
that at
like
Sneaky
he's
D's?
committed.
Yeah, we play.
Do you
yeah,
like playing
Sneaky
there?
D's. Yeah,
It
so
was the first
like,
time I've ever been there.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah,
me
no, I
too,
liked
actually.
it a lot.
Yeah.
it was really cool.
Cool.
We usually play at like when we're in Toronto. We usually play at the Burdock. Not many people know that, but
Burdock?
like,
It's a sick venue. Yeah.
yeah,
Never
they have.
heard of
It's
it.
it's like a restaurant, but like, they have like a little music hall next to it, and they usually do like folk music and like jazz and stuff like that. And we're like, nah, we coming with a rap show.
And now it's
That's cool,
crazy
though.
because there's so many rap shows getting booked there now. It's like we
Yeah.
kind of just started.
We
this.
started away.
Yeah, because no one like they're like I think you're the first rap show we've ever booked, and we're like cool. And then like now it's like, didn't someone have a festival like a rap festival
Yeah,
there?
they have. They're having
And then
tons of stuff.
but
going
now
on.
there's like so many rules in there now. Like when
Yeah.
we went, it was like so laid back there, chill, and then we went up with a beer once. Like you can't have beer in here, and like
Wow.
Damn.
so I
we're,
think
we're the
someone
chill
fucked
hip hop
something
rap
up,
group, you
like,
know.
when they were there.
Yeah.
When we show up, people are like,
Wow.
"Oh, nice people."
Yeah.
Other times, you're like, "Who the heck are these hooligans?"
Yeah, for
you
sure.
know?
I was gonna say it's probably just because like the scene in Ontario at least is just starting to like sort of bubble up, so they probably
Yeah.
had to deal with some really
People-
shitty people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
For a
people just
while.
gotta be fucking respectful, man. Like
Yeah.
it's same with Maxwell's. Like people are just not respectful to the owners, and it just
Shout out
it
to
ruined-
Paul.
Yeah, it just,
Yeah,
ruined,
Paul.
it just ruins it for other artists, and it's just like, man, like you're playing music for a living, like chill
Yeah,
out a
it's
little
like
Right.
bit.
you
Somebody
have to
else
respect the venues
somebody
you
else
play
is
Yeah.
pulling the weight to
Yeah.
let you come perform
Yeah,
at your
exactly.
place.
Yeah.
So it's-
You got to
It's-
respect the venues, though. It's like, hey, you're the reason why people are hearing me and I'm allowed to network. I should probably respect you instead of like,
yeah.
A,
Yeah,
trash
like-
your venue or B, like,
right.
even
I,
like,
I feel like
don't
around
know.
here is like super critical too. Like there's only so many venues you can play at. Like TO is a
like-
little different. Like there's like
There's a lot of
a
little-
ton of places you can pop
Yeah.
around to. Here it's like
Yeah.
6 or 7 venues.
Yeah.
If you burn
and, like,
one bridge, everyone else is gonna hear about it
and
too.
yeah,
Yeah,
not many
it's like-
people let you play in their venues either, especially like, I mean,
It's Harmony
even hip-hop
Lunch,
shows.
Maxwell's, or like Night School.
Night School just started doing
The
it,
ping
Yeah.
pong
so-
place is starting.
yeah.
Yeah.
No way.
No, that's-
I
that
still
would
have
be
to go
dope.
there.
We went to
It's
go see a
pretty
pop
cool.
punk show there.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Dude.
That
Yeah,
would
that
be
would be
wicked.
I think that was
That-
the first time having that because they did not
That place
know
got
what they were
disrespected
expecting.
Oh.
Yeah, that place got, yeah, it was kind of
pretty badly.
Punk shows
Yeah.
too. They're kind of crazy.
Punks.
Yeah, they do
Yeah.
get crazy. Would you
Yeah.
guys ever mix with like a punk show if the opportunity
We
came
have
up?
before,
I
haven't
mean,
we?
yeah, kind of. I mean, we've done shows where there's like punk bands, you know, playing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, music side, we kind of get really experimental with stuff.
hmm
So we kind of just like we make whatever we feel. So if like sometime we kind of hit that area,
Yeah.
we'll do it. But yeah, I mean, punk's cool.
Is there
rock's
any
cool.
genres that you guys are wanting to experiment in that maybe haven't really been experimented much in? Like any,
Yeah, there's tons. There's tons because I mean, like I feel me, I'm more connected to like R&B, hip hop, you know, like real rap production and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
I do love a lot of like raw instrumentation, and that's her thing. So
Oh,
like
cool.
she likes the, you know, heavy piano tracks and stuff like that, and like we're trying to just experiment so we can do pretty much whatever. We want to be
Right, that's
awesome.
versatile
Yeah,
as
he
hell.
comes from like the hip hop side. I come from the classic rock side. So I think,
The two
when
of us
we-
together,
yeah, when we start something,
it's
it's
a good
just
blend.
yeah, it
Yeah.
just blends together a little.
writing styles, you know, the production, how it gets done, it just, you know, it all just kind of
Right.
flows out of us, right?
Is
Yeah,
there
it's
anything-
cool that you kind of like you like each other on different ends of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Kind of come together and
Yeah, like I
Yeah.
mean,
make
like
something a little new and fresh.
yeah, every time we get on a stage, people are like always looking at her like, what the hell? Like, there's keys on a rap show? Like, what's going on?
Yeah,
Like,
man. I remember seeing like I think one of the first photos I caught of you guys.
Yeah.
It was like at a Harmony show,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and I'm like, Jerelle, I know him from back in the day. I think somehow. This chick's playing keys for him. You never see that. You
Never.
never fucking see that.
No,
It's
I
just
get
a
a-
I get a
DJ
lot
sitting
of
in the
people-
back,
yeah.
or the artist just clicks play on
Yeah.
a fucking backing track. And
And I
that's
hate
kinda
that
it.
too.
I have a
I-
lot of people come up to me after the shows, like especially girls, like me, and like it's so fucking awesome that there's a girl on stage. Like you don't
Yeah.
Hell
see that.
yeah.
That's how Jess the Snapper actually like slid into my DM. She was like, that was so cool. Like I've
I
never
see her
seen a
on
girl
there.
on stage before, and especially like like such a male dominated industry. It's like really cool to see a girl in hip hop
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
on the stage, and I was like, cool, man, yeah.
Yeah, that's sick. It's not very often you see a like
No.
female
I'm
up on
always the
stage,
only
especially
girl
around here.
going anywhere. Like if we have a show, it's like there's no other females there. Like this tour was like 11 dudes and me.
Yeah, I
And
saw,
it
I
was
saw
a
the
sausage
final
fest.
photo
Yeah,
in
that's
Toronto.
Like,
Yeah, it was pretty
even
funny.
now, I'm the only girl in the room, but it's like it's chill.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
Cool.
No, that's super cool. So what do we got? You guys got anything?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
Okay.
tons.
Well, I mean,
Started your music adventure.
yeah. Where'd you kind of take a turning point? You said you kind of started off with classic rock ish kind of stuff in the house,
Yeah.
and then where did you kind of turn in terms of like your, I don't know,
What-
maybe like a turning point in like high school where maybe things got a bit edgier, or maybe you started to like branch out your styles a little bit differently, like your musical preferences.
Yeah, I started writing like a lot of like just folky songs, and like just because I had a ukulele and
Her voice fits it too. She's got an
yeah,
insane voice.
I have
Just
a
wait
little
till
bit
we
of a
start putting
folky
it on
voice,
tracks.
so, But yeah, and then I always loved hip hop. Like Kendrick Lamar is a huge influence for me, just like lyrics wise. And
Yeah.
but yeah, and then I met him, and I was just like, it'd be so cool to like actually just start playing hip hop like on keyboard. I've never done that before. I've always just played guitar.
She picked it up so well too. Like it was
yeah,
just
that was. I think just meeting him was kind of like the turning point of like what I actually wanted to do with my music.
That's awesome.
Because like I still write my own shit on the side, and I just like I don't even like really release it. I just keep it to myself as kind of just like a hobby that way.
Yeah.
And then I do my career stuff with him, and like, but like who knows? Maybe one day I'll just throw out an EP or something.
Yeah.
Like, very sad songs.
She will.
Well, I'm sure there's some songs
make
that you're
sure.
probably got like under wraps that
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
you'll kind of be playing it in the back and be like, oh, we should actually use that.
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah,
didn't ever
no.
really wanted to. Like, what was I forget which band it was. I think it was like the Red Hot Chili Peppers, like Under the Bridge, where like Anthony Kiedis had it in like a journal or something, and then the producer was
in a
like,
journal in a
"This
desk.
song is amazing," and he's like, and then
It wasn't that
Oh,
he
was
was.
it-
It wasn't
was it
that he
like
was
that?
lukewarm on it. It was that he didn't know if he wanted people to like see those kinds of lyrics.
Yeah.
oh, like it
Like
was
the
a
more
little
like
personal.
internalized, super personal, like
Yeah.
drug
And
abuse kind of
I
stuff.
definitely understand that. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
But I feel like those are the best moments, like when you create something super personal. It's almost like you're the most insecure about letting people hear it.
Yeah, of
But
course.
once you get over that hurdle and someone like, let's say, is in the same room while you're like working on it, they're like, man, you have
Yeah.
to put that out. And you're like,
Yeah.
I don't know, because you're overthinking every single detail because
Yeah.
it's so personal.
Yeah.
Whereas like there's a song where like you might create a dope hook and it might be a great song because like some songs you can hash out in like 15 minutes
Yeah,
or
yeah.
not 15 minutes, but like an hour or something. Whereas there might be something you've been working on for months.
Sure.
And yeah, those are sometimes like the
Oh,
best
yeah.
bits, but they're the hardest to get out.
Well, I think
'cause-
it's kind of therapeutic, and I mean, therapy's not supposed to be easy, right? Like to
Yeah.
to put that kind of stuff out there. Like it's one thing to keep it trapped up inside your head, but it's another thing to show it to another human being that
Yeah.
is now open to say whatever they feel like about it.
And that's kind of how I feel about my music in general. So I'm glad you segued into that, because it's like music for me. That's how I get everything out of here. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So it's like that's my way of just getting my shit out and not feeling that as much anymore. So I don't have it on me as a burden. So yeah, it's just more like I confess a lot and stuff like that. It's really therapeutic. Music is therapeutic for both of us, for sure.
So speaking on sort of the therapeutic aspect and like the emotional aspect, you guys put out a new single, and the art for it is like a two hands holding a heart. It's
yeah.
I got it right here.
Oh, show it off,
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah, she's got it on her
Actually,
arm
tattoo.
too.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
I
both
was
got
wondering
it
what
done.
like the symbolic symbolism behind
Ooh,
it is.
let me give you that. Wait.
Yeah, show it to that camera right there.
Socks.
My long grandpa
Like,
socks.
what the hell?
Yeah.
Look at that, right
Yeah.
up to the shin.
Fuck the tattoos. Look at those socks.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Is that emu?
Yeah.
Grandpa socks. Just wanted to
it's
feel a
kind
little
of just like
cozy.
you're giving all of. It's called All of Me, so it's just.
Yeah, it was like a song I kind of wrote about. It's like it sounds like it's about like a girl. You know what I mean? That kind of sense. But I actually wrote it about a feeling and more of like a disease, depression. So I kind of wrote it around that, and then kind of got it out that way. And that song, like for an example of what I was saying, Laura, is that therapeutic. That song, right when I finished it, was like, this is gonna help me do some shit in the future.
Wow.
I love music like that is like turned into like digestible
Yeah.
language where you go, okay, it's like this deep, dark, ominous feeling
Yeah.
that almost everybody has. How can I make it super relatable?
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
tried to do
let's
that.
personify it as a woman.
Mm-hmm.
It's a crazy
It's probably
approach.
my favorite song that he's written. We were sitting on it for like 2 years almost.
That's like what you were talking about
Why?
where you found it in the
Yeah.
journal.
Holy
I
shit.
kept telling him, I was like, let's just release it. Like, who the fuck cares?
See, she's the one who's
I
always
know,
like,
I'm always just like,
put
just
this out,
put
put
it
this
out,
out, let's
whatever.
do it.
Mediator,
Right.
like the
We
no
need
bullshit.
a plan. I'm like, just fucking put it out.
yeah.
Who cares?
and me,
Like-
I'm the guy where I'm like, once I put it out, I'm sitting and waiting on everybody
Mhm.
to hear it and take it in, and I gotta stop doing that. I know that I do. I just overthink everything.
It's good
It's
though.
just- Yeah,
So
it's just because it's like it's really all of me. You know what I mean? Like I'm really putting.
Wow.
I know, right?
So deep.
I'm really putting like everything I got into the lyrics, everything I got into the feeling, everything I got into the emotion. So it's
Sure,
like when
yeah.
it comes out, I'm like, it's like just breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's always hard too because people don't take it, the way you want it to be too. So it's tough.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
response sometimes is kind of hard because especially when you're trying to be on the come up.
Yeah.
And, you're performing it, and sometimes there's really live crowds, and sometimes there really isn't.
Yeah.
And
Oh
you
yeah.
can't really take that you
Can't get
can't really
discouraged.
take that feedback and let like every new show be like the defining moment.
Yeah.
Because like sometimes you get that kind of bit of like an ego boost where like, oh, I had a show that was bigger than yesterday's, so
Yeah.
you're like, oh, things must be good, like, oh man, like I must be really
That was literally us
On
all
tour.
too.
yeah. And then you get a
Tour.
crowd after and it's like dead and you're like
Yeah.
do I
Well, like
suck?
Hamilton, I think there was
No.
Hamilton was a huge show.
Shout out to Kojin, you packed that shit, bro.
Yeah, we had a lot of our friends and like fans come out for that, and then
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
and then it was like the next day it was like everyone like left after the openers, and we're like, oh,
You know when that happens,
Yeah.
right?
Headliners
Like we're like,
all the
First-
locals
yeah.
just, like, they just dip, and it's like,
you're on
Yeah.
stage and you just see them all migrating, and you're like, no.
Oh, it's funny.
right,
Oh,
right.
please.
What can I do
But-
to make you stay?
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like you got a cool energy, like running around and grabbing people up from the bar and shit.
I try.
Yeah.
I
That's
try.
dope.
makes it super awkward.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I try
Oh,
to
do
make it
people
as
get
awkward
weirded
as hell.
out?
Oh,
Yeah.
of course. You're starting to rap at them, and like they're just like,
They
like,
don't know
do
what
you want
to do
me
with their
to?
body.
What do you want me to do? Like,
Am I in your way, sir?
yeah. Especially people who haven't really been to a rap show.
Right, right.
That's another thing.
Yeah.
So I mean, the other night, and like, when was that? 2 nights ago in Guelph. I'm rapping at the bartender. And I'm trying to get him involved, and he's just sitting there trying to take someone's order and just like kind of looks at me and gives me a wink. I'm like, you suck. Like, give me something to work with, Like I
Yeah.
was just,
He even went to the sound guy though, and the sound guy was digging it.
oh, the sound guy's playing with my stuff
Shout out
and
sound
bouncing.
guy.
So yeah,
Don't
oh,
worry.
Pat, man.
There's definitely people out there that are.
Yeah.
They'll get the energy.
There'll be a
Oh, yeah.
bartender that'll be into it. He'll just like start smashing bottles everywhere. Like,
I was like this close to jumping on the bar, but I know he probably would have been.
Ooh, yeah,
more.
Yeah, that probably would have
And-
turned out pretty bad.
Oh yeah,
And especially if it was like maybe he didn't care and you just like slipped on it. And it's like, oh,
Oh.
now you're out of
Yeah,
the
I
tour.
feel, yeah,
Yeah.
It's more of like a
We're not
liability
liable
thing
for
than
it was the
anything.
last show, so if I broke a leg, it was worth
Yeah.
it. But
Break a leg.
yeah, exactly.
That's how Jerelle bailed on the podcast.
But yeah. So like, yeah, just high energy, man. That's what we try to do. We try to
Yeah.
make every show that somebody comes to different and make sure that they haven't seen a show like that.
Sure.
So yeah, I mean, like I said, her on the keys is magical. Elton Sophie.
Elton Sophie.
And then I just scream in your face. I make sure you're hearing us, and then I show off some little dance moves once in a while, and
That's sick.
that's how we do it.
Have you been the dance moves? Because it's a hard thing to incorporate while singing.
Yeah.
Are
Oh,
you
he
trying
does
to
it.
Are you trying to like really work on syncing up to with like like breathing and like all that kind of
Oh yeah,
stuff?
and a lot of the time I have a very hard time doing it, and I got to work on my cardio for
I tell him all the time, just
Yeah.
just skip or run
Yeah.
and rap at the same time.
Yeah. It
Oh,
works.
that didn't work out.
Oh man. Oh man.
You know what it's
Spillage
time
on aisle
for?
3.
Do we have a segment for this? The dry that up segment?
Time to crack open the courtesy beer. Courtesy.
Hey,
Yes, though.
shout
Thank
out
you very
Lost
much.
Craft, man.
Yeah,
Honestly,
man.
I never liked beer before, and I could
Thanks,
only
buddy.
take like a sip and then put
Thanks,
it down. And Lost Craft, I actually can drink the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's actually it's a really good beer.
Really
I'm not
good
just
beer.
saying that, like, cause it was him that was the one that was contacting them. And I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. I'm not like a huge fan of beer, but like those ones, I was drinking them every show, and they were actually
They got like
They're
4
pretty
different
dope.
flavors now too.
yeah,
and-
they're
Sweet.
actually really dope.
yeah.
So did you guys have to work for the sponsorship, or is it just like, hey, this is what we're doing, and they're like,
I think
that
they
sounds
just-
dope, and
They just really
They just
digged us.
they digged us. I mean, I showed them the dates, and they thought the dates were wild because like the venues we were playing at were pretty good venues. So
Right.
we were doing that, and I'd kept in contact with them since we did a show with them,
Sure.
like back in like what was that, 2017, 2018 early.
yeah.
But
Pretty good beer.
yeah,
Pretty good.
yeah.
My first sip. I
Yeah?
like it.
Yeah, I like
I
Yeah,
promise
yeah.
I will not spill this on the couch. Lost Craft.
it. If you do, you're looking it up, buddy.
Yeah. So they hooked us up, man, and I mean, I've had them in my fridge for like every studio session. I'm the guy who's like, yo, they're from Toronto. Taste this. Try this out. So I told them that,
support
and they were like,
local
yeah,
for
come
sure.
by.
You guys got your own studio?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have our own little home studio, and we're
Cool.
building a newer one right now out in Burlington. So
Oh damn.
yeah, I can't wait to be
building.
there.
Yeah, building.
Yeah, you
it?
guys
your
like
bare
moving out
hands?
there, or-
Yeah,
well, I
I'm
mean-
in there grinding with my fucking hammer.
I wish we were the ones doing it, but we got some
No,
people
yeah.
finishing up some stuff for us. But we're gonna be, doing all the foam and soundproof and all that kind of stuff.
That's
So
dope.
yeah,
So why Burlington?
we're moving out there.
Oh.
we're in Oakville right now. And we're kind of just migrating over to Burlington.
Cool.
So yeah, we're gonna have our spot out there, and it's looking good so far.
Burlington's a dope spot.
It's beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, I've been there. It's pretty dope.
I love being by the water. So
I ate at the Mandarin there. It was pretty good.
the
I
Mandarin.
don't trust the man.
No, neither.
And the sushi place. It's pretty good.
Which
What
one?
sushi place?
It was
I
the
don't
one
trust
that was
the
it was the one that
sushi
was by
place.
the Mandarin, like around the corner. Like, you know how the Mandarin's kind of by that bridge, like over the highway.
Yeah,
kinda
yeah,
thing?
yeah. Okay.
So when you're like going down the street, like downhill of the bridge, when the Mandarin's on your left and you take the first left on that intersection at the bottom of the hill,
Yeah, yeah.
there's like a plaza on the
Okay,
right
okay.
side.
Mastermind toys in there too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's what
okay.
you're
that
talking
sushi
about,
place.
Yeah.
It's
Is it
small.
Is it good?
I spilled water, a whole cup of
Oh,
water there.
yeah, sure.
And,
You're known for spilling stuff.
yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly.
The Mandarin
Spillage.
makes me kind of uncomfortable with their cloth seating. Like I look down at it and I'm like, that
Everyone
thing's
in there
never
makes me
been.
uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's.
I was
true,
gonna
that's
say
true.
that, and just the fact that I feel like I'm gonna die
Yeah,
every
It's
time I
just
get
the
out
all
of
you
there.
Yeah,
can eat.
true,
It's,
true.
It's a bad idea.
Well, they
as soon
pump-
as someone's like, "Yo, all you can eat," you're like, "Yeah," and then you get in there, you're like, "Maybe not."
Yeah,
Right.
you eat like 5 bites, and you're like, wow, I'm full already.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever left there
5
happy.
bites.
I mean, like all you can eat sushi is dope because it's kind of like coming to you fresh. Like
Yeah.
if you go to a nice place, it's pretty dope. But like the food that's just laid out in
It's
the
so
Mandarin.
random.
for
There's
like
like pizza
Yeah.
to chicken wings to
Like
sushi.
right beside each other.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
And
yeah.
it's like, what is this place?
Yeah.
Like, what
ice
is-
cream to the left
it's
of
an
it.
American nightmare, is what
Yeah.
it is.
Pretty
Have you,
much.
That's
have
how
you
I
guys
see it.
ever been to the Mandarin in Vaughan? That
No,
really
no.
crazy
How many Mandarins
palace
have you
one?
gone to?
I've been to all the
Do
Mandarins,
they have like
guys,
double decker
okay?
buffet?
No,
No, you
so
know what's good? Benihana.
Benihana.
You've
Never
never
heard
been
It's
to
like-
Benihana?
I've heard of that.
It's
I've
like where
never
they
even heard
grill
of it.
everything in front of you.
Yeah.
Like-
Oh,
It's
is
like
that
the
out in Niagara
OG.
Falls? They got one out
They
there.
got it everywhere
Oh,
now.
okay.
Because there's like hibachi
It's
restaurants,
popping
but
up.
it's like not the same. Like
Right.
Benihana is like the OG one.
The OG.
Cool.
There's one in the Royal
sizzle.
York in Toronto, I believe. But yeah, no, it's fucking good.
So
Cool.
good. We just
I
went there
want it right
recently.
now.
Yeah. I was gonna say I'm hungry.
I know, I want it right now.
I don't know. The Mandarin in Vaughan is it's pretty lit. Like you go there and it's literally a
Lit time.
palace. It's a palace. Like and
And
in
it's
the
made
front
out of onion rings.
Yeah, you go in the parking lot and there's like those big Roman like pillars, like
Oh my
a
God.
few rows of them
Holy
that go
shit.
down.
This is a
It's-
Mandarin?
Yeah, this is a Mandarin. You go in there and it's the entrance is 2 stories high and they got like the whole like tropical setup with all the trees. They have like
Sounds like
fake
Caesar's
bird samples
Palace, dude.
chirping like in the corner
Nice.
and stuff. You
I
think
know
that
where
there's
I'm going.
actual Yo, you guys gotta go.
I'm just
there.
I'm
It's
just saying
actually
that.
insane.
I'm going to Vaughn. I'm going to get some Mandarin.
Where
I'm
is
gonna
that?
swing in the
It's-
vines.
It's by Canada's Wonderland.
Oh, okay, of course.
Yeah, that's
so
pretty much the
funny.
only way I
It's
found
like
out
a
about
perfect
it.
spot.
Yeah.
Perfect spot. I have a Mandarin
is
by
crazy.
Canada's Wonderland.
Never seen
Where
somebody
is
so
it?
passionate
Where
about
is
Mandarin
it?
before.
Is it?
I want to
Vaughan?
see these pillars.
Yeah, it's
Same.
actually crazy. That's how it is on the inside. They have the
That
crazy
looks
big
exactly
fish
the
tanks.
same as
like
our
Mandarin.
Mandarin.
No,
No,
it's-
that looks like a royal Mandarin.
I gotta.
Like, do you see that roof?
Buffet
There's
number
clouds.
2.
There's
Doesn't
clouds.
the Mandarin here have clouds in the roof?
I
It
don't
does.
It's just
think
It
smaller
does.
clouds.
But none of these
And they're a bit
locations
yellow.
are
The
the
one by,
location.
the one
Just
by
look
like
up
Fairview Mall.
Yeah,
Look
I
up
thought it did.
Mandarin
Man, that one's
Palace.
like falling apart. I'm pretty sure.
Look up
Palace.
Mandarin Palace.
We're gonna come
Word.
back to
Yeah.
one in China.
Yeah. Maybe not. Maybe
Probably.
not. Maybe not.
Probably.
So earlier in the year, or maybe it was late 2018, you were on Chime FM.
Ooh, that was like
Yeah.
literally just how long ago was that? Like just just
Probably a couple months ago.
yeah, just January actually. Yeah, we just popped in there. Our good friend Adele, shout out to Adele. She went to high school with my mom, and I wish it was
No.
the Adele.
Someone else said that.
I know.
Yeah, we're just casually saying, yeah, Adele. We talked
Yeah,
about Adele.
Adele's like giving me vocal lessons.
running
and stuff
Chime
right now.
FM.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
one
she's out
mentioned
here in
that.
Kitchener. Yeah, no. So yeah, she helped us out. She put us on the air. It was really cool. It was fun. We got to show on the song that we've been working on. We've been sitting on this one for like 2 years as well. But
You guys
it
gonna
was-
quit sitting on songs?
Yeah, how many songs are you
It's
sitting
not
on now?
me, man.
we got tons. That's the
Damn.
thing. We got a lot
Put
of
them out.
music.
Put them out.
I know.
Saturation.
Hey,
Follow
this
the
year,
Brockhampton setup.
this year we got a project coming out. So
Yeah?
y'all are hearing it here first. But yeah, we're working on
Cool.
some cool things.
Want to tell us a
So-
little bit about it?
Sure.
What can we expect?
Yeah.
What can we
Sure.
expect out of it?
A lot of feels. I
like to cry.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Specifically
say,
when I'm hanging out with
my
my
goal,
friends.
my goal is to make people cry. Not,
He
not
cries a
actually,
lot
but,
here.
just make people feel something. I wanna create music that's relatable and people can be like, wow, he's just a dude who feels the exact same things as me.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So Yeah, a lot of feels. It's gonna be broken up into parts. I'll say that too. Just so we keep the engagement, keep the momentum going. But there's a lot coming.
Cool.
A lot coming. We got visuals with this guy coming. Just tour in June. Just coming with the momentum, coming with the hits, more music, more shows, making sure that we're shoving our music down everybody's throat. You know, beware everywhere.
That's the way I like
Do you
it.
feel like it's easier to sort of heighten the emotion that you bring through with some of the music with her keys? Like,
Oh, yeah.
I feel like piano and stuff like that is
Such a sad instrument.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
it can be.
It
It
can
can
be,
also be
yeah.
extremely happy.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I feel like there's something intrinsically emotional about the piano, like
Oh, yeah.
no matter what's being played on it.
Yeah. I'd say for certain songs for sure on stage. I
Mhm.
mean, just her keys in general make everything so much more fun.
Yeah.
Like she'll just spaz a little solo
Cool.
in between
That's
me
dope.
just screaming on a monitor or something, you know? So it's like it's cool. So it just adds like just that much more effect to everything. Whether it's, you know, making people want to cry or making people want to, you know, jump up around with us. And she's funny to watch on the keys too. She makes her funny faces, her funny hand movements. It's awesome. You
Yeah,
know?
so Jerelle keeps the energy up running around the room.
Yeah.
What tricks do you have on the keys to like kind of pull the same thing?
It's hard because
She's always
I'm
been
used to
wanting to
playing
run
guitar.
around.
You want to give us a demonstration?
Slow down.
I've been looking into guitars.
Yeah, I was gonna
Really?
say.
Oh,
I
those
just,
would
I
be
just got a
sick.
Those are
tattoo of a
sweet.
guitar actually.
Why did you
But
hand
yeah,
me that?
no, I always just like randomly do this. Like I
Just-
flick,
Okay,
I flick
okay.
it.
You do
It's
that.
like you're slapping the bass, but you're slapping the keys.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh
But,
yeah. Yeah. See,
yeah.
guitars. Hell yeah. We were looking at.
Roland makes like a brand new one.
Yeah, those
But
are
it's
sweet.
like fucking $1,200.
Yep.
We gonna
And
get our
it's
hands on one soon.
huge.
Really?
Like I put it on me and I was like,
See,
holy crap.
that's the one she wanted.
Yeah, with
that
the
one
black
right there.
Damn,
Oh,
that
yeah.
looks
And you
That
can
looks
dope.
dope.
you can
It looks like a
change that
weapon.
red part. You can, like,
Yeah,
Yeah, it looks like a
customize it.
breaker sword.
Yeah, it
from,
looks like something
Final
you'd find out of
Fantasy.
like Soul Calibur, the video game.
That's
Because
honestly
I
what
want
I
that
thought.
because I want to
Cloud.
stage dive
Yeah,
with
yeah,
that on.
for sure.
Drop somebody.
You want to what?
Holy
Stage
shit.
dive?
Yeah.
You're gonna cut
And-
somebody's neck.
and be a Kurt Cobain and just smack someone with it.
Hey,
Oh,
one
that
day,
video's
That's crazy.
crazy.
That's cool.
one day we're gonna get to the point where she can put her keys
Yeah,
on the hands.
we
of
wanna
people
do a
and
lot
play
of-
like
That'd be
that.
so cool.
interactions with the
fuck.
crowd.
That's the
'cause,
goal.
I've seen two very interesting ways for a keyboard player to amp up the crowd. So the first one, I went to go see Lamb of God, and Children of
God.
Bodom was opening for
I
them.
think I was
Yeah.
at that same concert.
Yeah, I think we talked about this
Yeah.
before. The keyboard player from Children of Bodom had like a rocker bar installed on the back of the keyboard, and the
Yo.
keyboard was like weighted down, so he could like hold on, and while like some automation loops are playing, he's just like rocking back and forth, just
oh
going
my
crazy.
Lord, I want that.
And I thought it was the funniest thing I ever seen.
I was just telling her like a few shows ago to just like start headbanging like crazy. Like
Yeah.
she should just start doing that. But I'm afraid for her neck. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm hoping she's good. You know.
It's gonna hurt the next day. They call it the bangover, I believe.
Oh
The
yeah. I'm
hangover.
I'm like
Who
I'm
calls it that?
sore from these.
I
last
call
2
it the
weekends,
bangover.
so-
Yeah. I don't think anybody else
Yeah,
calls
no.
that.
Yeah,
I'm
I've
sorry.
never heard that before.
This is your straight legging it moment.
Fuck.
Just throwing it out in the air, you know.
Yeah, 21 Pilots really inspired me for doing like the crowd interactions because they have like
I'm
literally a
surprised you
drum-
haven't brought them up
They
yet.
have like a drum island and
They're, like,
Josh
her
Dunn, the
favorite
drummer,
band.
like they hold this up and he drums on the crowd.
And
And
what?
yeah, it's sick. And then
yeah.
and then at the end
Heavy
they
though,
both
eh?
get on
Yeah.
these
Think.
things, like these surfboards basically the crowd's holding up and they drum together. So I'm like, fuck, I want that like Jerelle on one side and me on the other with my keyboard and we're just like fucking going
That's
ham.
absurd.
Like I'm like, I need
One day.
that. That's gonna happen.
I
That's
guess
why
it's a good way to kind of make sure that you keep your popularity up, because if it's not high enough, you guys
Yeah,
are
you're
gonna
just
eat
gonna
shit.
drop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
My
I
dream
mean, like
is
this
to
is
stage
future.
dive.
Yeah, yeah.
This
My
is
dream is
future.
to stage
Couple
dive.
months down
Should have
the
did it
line.
at the Green Day show.
Yeah.
I honestly, I was
Or
just
the,
saying this to my friends, and I was like, I
Miguel
don't think
show.
I would have been able to.
Yeah.
That scares the shit out of me.
Really?
Because like
Especially a
usually he's
girl
always
jumping in?
like,
Yeah.
the only way
Yeah.
out of here is you have to stage dive, and like I was like, when I was finished, I was like, please don't make me stage dive, please don't. And then he just was like, oh, you can just walk off. I'm like, thank God. I, was like, I just walked off and then like went back and got my exact same spot at the barricade. Like
Holy
everyone
shit.
was like treating me like royalty. They're like, go ahead, and like made an aisle for
That's
me.
fucked.
And I
Whoa.
was
So
like,
crazy.
sweet. And I just like ran back.
She had
Damn.
a signed guitar on her too.
Yeah,
and
they
stuff,
gave
like-
yeah they gave me the guitar.
What?
Yeah,
So you
shit.
you have a relic.
yeah.
Yep.
Well,
She's actually
I'm
like
not
this is
jealous.
what I'm talking about by a huge Green
She's
Day
pretty
fan.
famous.
She's
Yeah.
pretty famous.
She has like all of Billy's guitars. She like made them like according to his. It's
really?
crazy. Yeah.
So did you like order the same model of guitars that he had, and
No,
then you
he
custom made them?
he
or,
made like
signature ones?
yeah, he made signature ones, and I have them, and then his very famous blue one that he's played since like Slappy Hours, like way before
Okay.
Dookie.
Yeah.
I replicated that because he doesn't sell that one, obviously. So I like literally bought a blue Yamaha Stratocaster, and just like put the exact same stickers in the exact same spot. as
Oh,
him.
jeez.
I'm that
Yeah.
crazy.
She
Crazy.
went
I'd
in.
actually like to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll send you guys pictures for sure.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
that'd be
For
dope.
sure, for sure.
So she's got a cool relic of a guitar.
Oh yeah.
What would be
What do you have?
whose
do I-
microphone do you want?
Whose microphone do I want?
Who's the
Mm.
idol you want to steal a piece of equipment from?
I think my Green Day to him is his Chris Brown. Does that
Yeah.
make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Yep.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like if Chris Brown brought me on stage and was like, "Yo,
Like to
dance,"
Yeah, like
Let me
that's
dance on you.
that's his Green Day moment.
yeah, that would be my Green Day moment for sure.
Ooh, Jerelle.
Yeah, or Usher for sure, because Usher doesn't do no shitty ass things to people.
Does Usher use like a full mic, or does he have like one of the headsets?
That's what I was
he's
gonna
got
ask.
he's got the headset.
Are you
Yeah.
gonna start
Yeah.
using a headset?
I don't
Yeah.
think so. I like the mic tricks.
Please
too
don't
much.
do
Yeah.
that.
I
If
like
you-
the mic tricks.
If you ever do like a Halloween show, you gotta be dressed up as some sort of artist that uses that, and
Chris
then
Brown.
just
I was
bust
gonna
out
say-
a-
looks like Chris Brown. Like
I get it all the time.
Yeah.
all the time. Chris Brown.
him when he was 17 looks exactly like Chris Brown. Like when Chris Brown did
Guys, we have Chris Brown on, bro.
yeah.
Hey, we misspoke when we introduced our guest.
It was like the Scooby Doo episodes. Like, let's see who you really are, and then we just go,
Chris
Brown. And
What
would
are you
have gotten
doing
away
here?
for it too if it wasn't for you meddling kids.
Yeah, so yeah, that would be my Green Day moment for sure. If I got a Chris Brown mic, hell yeah,
Dope.
That'd
Would
be
you use
cool.
it or would you frame it?
I'd frame it.
Cool.
I'm
I'd frame
trying to frame mine.
Aw.
I have
Yeah.
to find a glass.
She's
guitar
got a lot of
case.
memorabilia.
Yeah.
She's gonna have like a wall.
You should
That's
get like a
sweet.
little hammer that says like "break in case of emergency." It's
Yeah.
like wherever if you ever need to play with Green Day or Chris Brown, it's
Yeah.
like you bust out that microphone, you just break the glass, you break it out, like I'm ready, and he's like, "I got a
Let's
new
do it.
microphone." You're like, "Oh, you can have it." You're like, "It's not the same."
Oh, I hope, man, that would be
Yeah.
so cool. Yeah, or J. Cole. I just
Yeah.
got to like dap up J. Cole. That would be life goal for me too.
I don't know if I like his new album.
Ooh, okay, let's go.
KOD.
I like KOD.
I like it, and I like kind of what he's doing with it. I just, there's always like those songs where you're like, yeah, you could have.
Yeah.
Those didn't need to be on there, you
Yeah.
know. But what do I know? It's J. Cole. J. Cole knows what he's doing.
It's
Maybe
like
not.
it's
Yeah.
weird though because I really like the
No
project, but
features.
it's not a project
Yeah.
that
You
I
know,
go
like-
back to like super often.
Oh, KOD.
But when I
no.
do, I'm like, oh, I forgot how dope some of these tracks.
But
were.
Forest Hill Drive though.
Yeah, I
Yep.
play that all
Classic
the
forever.
time.
Like
Enough said.
I cannot let that one go.
Yeah.
Like love more on that project. Oh my god.
Even for your eyes only was.
Oh, For Your Eyes Only Neighbors was one of my favorites too. The fact that he put like the surveillance footage of the cops breaking into his house
Yep.
because they were thinking he was selling dope. It's just iconic. Like it's just J. Cole's one of those guys, man. Like he's the only dude who's doing like no features on projects. That's the thing. Like he used to make all of his beats and everything, and now he's got whole teams doing it for him. It's just
Yeah.
he's just up there, and he's still got so much more to go.
I love how comfortable he is too. Like you see him out on stage, and it's like,
he's got a white
oh, did he just
t-shirt
come
on.
up from a nap.
Yeah, white
Yeah.
white t-shirt on and
That's my
basketball
goal.
shorts.
It's just
like,
the definition of like don't give a fuck, but like own
yeah,
it.
did
Yeah,
he
for
just did the
sure.
thing with GQ and he's wearing like sandals and
Yeah,
stuff with
yeah,
socks.
yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah, that's
yo,
so
this guy
crazy.
is a fashion icon. Like,
Yeah.
The sneakers are dirty.
yeah,
The bed
always,
is dirty.
always.
That's how he likes it.
Hey,
All my shit.
hey, hey.
There's,
Bentley
uh,
was dirty.
There's a couple other artists under his record label that are super dope too. Do you listen to any of the other
JID.
Dreamville records?
Jid,
Yeah.
of course.
JID sounds a lot like Kendrick Lamar.
A lot, but he's just his lyricism is something.
His flow
different.
too is a
his
little
flow, man.
is a little bit different, but it's the cadence of his
Yeah,
voice
yeah, yeah,
is
yeah.
like
Same time.
definitely similar to Kendrick. Like if you could put a tuner on like it would probably fall within like the same range.
Yeah. And Earth Gang's in Dreamsville, right? Like,
East Village Village.
yeah. See, there's so many, man. Like you don't even notice that they're under those.
Dreamville.
They
Dreamville's
So
killing it.
I think they just wrapped recording on their Revenge of the
Revenge?
Dreamers.
Yeah.
I'm pretty hype on that.
I'm hyped because I don't know what it is yet. That's the thing. Like
there
everybody's
was so
trying to
many
figure
people
out.
in that studio, man.
Black, one of my favorite artists right now. He was out there. Like, thank you. Black is one of my like he's one of those dudes where I'm looking at right now and I'm like, he's doing everything right. He knows exactly what he's doing. And the man used to be broke, like sleeping with homeless people because
his come up is
it's
insane.
crazy. And he was
Literally 0
signed.
to 100.
He was signed. So like it's nuts to see, you know, that kind of stuff happen in the industry. And
I feel like when you come from a situation like that, like such a large come up from going homeless to finding success, you never forget where you came from.
Oh,
so
yeah.
you never get comfortable.
I mean,
like, I
and
feel like you just kind of want to dominate the world.
Yeah. But I mean, like, you just got to keep, you know, the people who matter close. That's it.
Of course.
That's why I keep my family as close as possible. Possible. And, you know, my girl Sophie here, she's always keeping me in check. So yeah, as long as you got that, you're focused, you know.
Sure.
Keeps you on the right path. Big Sean's another one as well. I just saw that name right there.
Yeah, Big Sean's dope. There's another artist on there on the label Boz. He's
yeah.
crazy,
He's killing
man.
it right now too. Like killing it.
He
That
put out
song
one of
with
my
J. Cole.
favorite records last year.
The one with J. Cole? Is that what the one you're talking about? Forget what that one's called, but that one was fire.
Yeah.
Fire.
So we're coming up on an hour. We're going to take a little break.
Yeah.
5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
Sure. Be right back.
Sweet.
BRB.
I know, like off into the side. That's good.
This is Biff Wellington with your news update. A local mall is testing a new technology that aims at curbing awkward silences in conversation. The filler tool listens to conversation at checkouts or booths and responds with smooth jazz or reggae when the machine recognizes at least 10 seconds of silence. The service has not fared well at previous test locations like the grocery store, doctor's office, and finally the funeral homes. Moving on. A discount travel provider has come under scrutiny after a report found that they don't actually offer any vacations. Turns out they've been secretly dosing their customers with tabs of acid and strapping VR goggles with Microsoft wallpapers on them. Yuck. Ontario's PC Party has announced sweeping changes to the province's healthcare system. Premier Ford's office announced that residents earning under $60K a year will be rounded up and harvested as organ donors for his inner circle. But at least we got bucket beer, right? Get all of your miserable out today, as tomorrow is the International Day of Happiness, opposed to like the rest of life where we're always miserable. Just needed to announce for work. I hate web filters. What the fuck happened to Reddit? Boeing has announced to the public the rollout of the 737 MAX, in which the public has started to demand answers. With this model, what's different than the previous? Boeing representative pointed to the third X on MAX, and also noted that passengers will receive a complimentary parachute. Sorry. And then this is a small segment for all y'all. Fortnite is better than Apex Legends. Tool will never come out with another album. Donald Trump is a great president. Video games make you a violent person. Friends is better than Seinfeld. Fire TV is better than Apple TV. Android cameras are good. At least Christian says his is. Game of Thrones is dry and sucks. That one's true. And lastly, Ariana Grande is a good musician. That's it for the news. I hope you have a great rest of your week. Yeah, I'm just gonna not be Biff anymore. I'm gonna go aside now. Okay, bye.
Thanks, Biff. You're looking real sweet today.
Looking real stiff.
So we're back on then?
Yeah, we're back on now. Come on over.
Hey, guy.
What's up, y'all?
It's cracking. Hey, Ian.
Hi, Christian. Let's welcome our guest back onto the panel.
Oh, hey, everybody.
What would be your walk-in music?
Ariana Grande.
Staying alive.
Yo, I fucking love
Staying
Ariana
alive?
Grande.
Yeah.
Goes to the rhythm of the heartbeat. Apparently.
Yo, apparently someone saved a life because of The Office. Did anyone remember? Did anyone
Really?
hear that? Yeah,
no
because
way.
of the Office episode.
No fucking.
Wait,
way.
what
Yeah.
happened?
You watched The Office? You
Yeah,
watched The
so
Office?
fucking
You know the
funny.
episode where they're talking about like
Don't do that right there.
sorry, my bad.
What are they talking about?
Right here. So they're what is it? The CPR training?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
cut the
Yeah.
Staying
face.
alive.
Dwight cuts
Staying
the
alive.
face
So
off.
like you're supposed to do
Oh,
like the
and somebody used their
Yeah.
technique?
yeah, use
Oh
their
my
technique to
someone's
save a
life.
life.
That's so fucking funny.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty jokes.
It's like I thought it was funny. I was like, yo, this is like actually what people are talking about right now. Jeez. Oh man.
All right.
Not more any more important news.
Biff's just mumbling to himself off in the corner.
I was gonna say that last one about Ariana Grande. I gotta say she's pretty flames.
Yeah, I think she's
Yeah.
a fantastic artist.
Sick.
I don't,
She's
I don't
kind of a
necessarily
pretty
go out of
brutal
my way to
person.
listen to
No,
her
of
records,
course.
Yeah.
But
they're fucking slamming.
Yo, break up with your girlfriend.
Yo, she jumps around from guy to guy so quickly.
Hey.
hey,
Who-
but
who
there's a
doesn't?
lot of men that
Me.
jump from girl to girl.
Hey.
So.
Oh, I was gonna say you got a lady in the room here, so she's gonna defend.
Hey, no, it's not just because I'm a girl. It's very
It's true.
hypocritical when
It's true.
I feel like
Um,
men
so
jump
many
around
artists.
faster than women do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
True.
there's
Okay.
so many male artists that constantly write songs about getting bitches and shit like
That's
that.
true.
So then they fucking rag on Taylor Swift for writing songs about boyfriends.
It's
like,
true. There's
fuck
definitely
off.
a double standard.
Who the
Yeah.
fuck
Oh yeah.
cares?
Especially in
Yeah.
the industry, like it's like
It's glorified when a dude has like
a lot
a
of
bunch
hoes.
of girls like hanging
I don't know
off
if
his
that's
shoulder.
the case. Is that the,
No
is
one
the
makes
case
fun
anymore?
of Tyga
It's
for
not the-
having literally all his songs talking about him getting his dick ripped.
Who's talking about Tyga though?
I'm talking about Tyga. But then
No, but I totally understand what you mean. Like it's a total double standard because like now, especially that like, well, especially in the time that we are in,
Yeah.
it's
Everybody wants to party and turn up.
everybody wants to
2019.
party, everyone wants to turn up, everybody wants to fuck,
Yeah.
and
Ian.
I'm just saying,
Good
and I'm
Lord.
just saying that like
Come on.
That hurt me
people
in the
want to,
soul.
well, people
PG,
want to
dude.
like. People want to write lyrics about what they're going through, and
Yeah.
if
Fucking.
what you're going through just happens to be,
Slaying hoes.
Exactly.
yeah, just like just hopping on one to the next. Doesn't matter who you are or where you're from.
Yeah.
It's like if that's what you want to write about. That's
so
what
many
you
artists
should
just
write about.
exaggerate the shit. They just do it for the look.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Like I feel like hip hop's might be one of the biggest culprits of the like false imagery. Like
Yeah.
Definitely.
where these dudes like
definitely.
yeah, like they come from like nice
Well,
suburban
it's like so many
lives.
people
and
are rapping
they've been in a
about-
monogamous relationship for 10 years, and then suddenly they get on a hot mic and it's just like a totally different person.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're rapping about how much money they have, and it's
But
like
they don't
you're
have it.
Yeah, you're not even.
That fake it till you make it mentality works. It really does.
That's true.
I
Yeah.
can't lie because
I don't know if it'll work for much longer though.
No, there's a really weird shift in the industry right now, and I
Yeah.
feel like that's what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie to you.
Like you think they're gonna smell the bullshit? And
Yeah,
like, people who try
like,
to fake it
people
till
are
they make
getting-
it. It's
People
like
are getting tired of that
people are
shit.
getting beat the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like they're walking
Yeah.
from mall to mall or house to house, and people
Yeah.
are getting their chains snatched.
Yeah,
like
I
you
mean,
were
you
just
kind of
saying,
look at like what's going down with 6ix9ine right now. Like,
man,
the dude's put in jail
he's gonna get
for
out.
running with people he shouldn't have been running with.
He's gonna get out, and everyone's gonna want him dead. And that's the worst part about it
Yeah.
is because just hip hop's being way too hip hop. The industry is being
Yeah, well, it's funny.
drive by
I
hate,
heard
there
was like a little message that came out from Jay Prince the other day
Yeah.
about like all this bullshit kind of going on, and he was like, "We're trying really hard to like change the image. Like,
Yeah.
we don't need like all these young kids acting like the gangster rappers of like the late 80s and early 90s acted. He's like,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
different now, and
it's
you guys
all
are kind of
different
fucking
times.
it up. Like,
It's
people were
different
taking
times.
us seriously, and now it's like skewing back towards.
Well, it's because right now it's like people are younger and they're younger and being influenced by these artists. You know what I mean? Because there's social media, there's Instagram, there's all this kind of stuff. I mean, my little brother's listening to music where I'm like, do you know what they're saying, man?
how old's
Like,
your little brother?
My brother's 15 now.
Okay.
But I mean, like, he's been playing music. Like, I mean, the first time he played Lil Pump, I almost threw him out the car. I'm not gonna
Oh
lie.
damn.
Which song
But-
was it though?
What
That's not
was
like-
what
oh,
was
like it
the
matters.
Gucci Gang? What was the first one that he
Yeah,
popped?
I think-
Gucci Gang,
I think
Gucci
that
Gang,
was
Gucci. Yeah.
Oh God, I just wanted to.
Could you repeat
throw
those
him out
lyrics?
the
They're
door.
quite complex.
Sorry,
I didn't
it
think
went
Hold those
Gucci
up
Gang,
for us,
Gucci
Gucci?
Gang,
Gucci
Gucci
Gang.
Gang, Gucci Gang.
Okay.
His song with Kanye wasn't much better.
Which one?
I love it.
You're such a fucking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Don't even get me started with that.
Yeah, that's-
Kanye
I'm
was
a
a
sick
genius.
fuck.
I don't know what's happening now.
He's out of his mind, and nobody's telling
I
him.
think
"Go
he's
get
off
help,
the
please."
meds.
Where's that
Go help
fucking
him, please.
album?
I think he's like
Look
the
at
streamline
Gaga.
between like what he is. I think like the train of thought as to what he's
Love
trying
you,
to
Kanye.
write versus what he's trying to think is like so parallel that the lines are just like
curse.
becoming one, and it's just kind of hard because I feel like he's just trying to go with whatever flow comes to mind. So then like the whole Lil Pump thing was probably like, whoa, this guy's on like a crazy come up, and he's, well, you know, it speaks for itself when you listen to him.
Yeah.
He probably just in his mind was like, because you know he works with fashion and stuff, so this idea of like because in music it's kind of like you can set a trend, but going with the trend isn't like tacky anymore, because like it's not that you're not copying somebody, it's just like there are these elements which make what this like genre is, and you just kind of fall into that. But when you're in fashion, I feel like it's also on a trend based kind of platform, especially setting trends. Like every
artist is wearing the same thing. Think about it. Every artist is wearing the same thing. Every artist is talking about the same thing, and it's just becoming carbon copy after carbon copy after carbon copy.
Big time.
I guess that's why someone like J. Cole's appreciated, like you were saying, like he kind of, you know, just like rocks the sandals and the plain white t-shirt. He's not trying to rep anybody. He's not even trying to rep Birkenstocks, and he's probably wearing them.
And he drops his record and he disappears and he works on another thing. Doesn't have to run around and do press and all this bullshit. Like,
I mean, I can't lie, press is cool. I
but if you don't like
press,
press, like I don't think Cole likes doing press. So don't
he's more.
do it. Like
I feel like he's more of the guy who's just like
the mastermind.
He just when he sits down in a studio, he's already got the song together.
For sure.
Another person I could say like that, one of my favorite artists. I can't even believe I forgot to say him, but John Bellion.
Okay.
I don't know if you've ever heard about him. Look him up. Insane artist. But
he did that song All Time Low. Probably nobody.
There you go.
Has heard of him. He did like
you go. That was like his biggest song.
Yep.
He's one of those guys where I'm just like, his brain is somewhere else, and I'd put J. Cole and him kind of in the same level for me, only because their mindsets are just so genius. Like John
they got that
Bellion
songwriting knack. They have a songwriting knack, and especially someone like
he
John
wrote Monster
Bellion
by Eminem and Rihanna.
Who did?
There you go.
John
Bellion, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, man. Like,
was it did he like make the beat, or did he like
wrote the song? He went to a camp in UK or something. I'm a huge fan, so I know like so much about him. But yeah, like just his pen game's crazy. He writes like a madman. I don't get it.
Yeah,
but when that genius headspace is kind of how I put him.
It's
J. Cole sits down,
more scaled down.
Yeah, J. Cole sits down. He's already got the record in his head done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
John Bellion kind of does the same thing. So I try to do that. I try. It's hard,
I think there's a divide with artists that like you're either like with the trends and you're just so on pop culture that you can be successful in there, but there are other people who are like the, you know, mountain men of the music scene, let's just say, the guys who like kind of isolate themselves, and you know what I mean, like the guys who walk out, you know, they do this tour that they haven't done in like 3 years, and they come out with like a beard and long hair, and you're like, that guy's seen some shit,
beard.
but exactly. It's like that guy's seen some shit, but I'm ready to just hear everything, all what it's about, and I feel like there's definitely a difference. Like there's like the trendsetters, and then there's the guys
the people who are just snapping quick, trying to make a quick buck just because that's the lifestyle. You know what I mean? Like that's all it is to them. You can tell the difference between artists these days too. They'll drop an album and they disappear for 6 months because they know what they have to do.
For sure.
Right?
Well, I think those artists are super dope too, like from a listener perspective, because they can go away for years.
Yeah.
And then you hear some rumbling like, oh, there's going to be some work coming out on Friday.
Think about how
I'm
long...
just as excited as I was like the day I listened to their previous record.
You and Earl Sweatshirt?
Yeah, like me and Earl Sweatshirt.
Oof.
Only had to wait 6 years on that one.
Another good one. Another good one for sure.
You liked his new album?
I honestly, I slept on it really bad.
The vibe was so like, it was so in one lane, you know what I mean? Like you were getting that raw vocal like on top of like everything. It was
I gotta listen to it.
To me, like a record where he was walking around his house or like going about his day to day and just
kind of sounded
saying just rapping what he felt.
And that's
and
how
then
his
the
style
beats
is.
Are like creaky and eerie and weird and distorted and fucked up.
That's a guy
and
who...
it's just like, okay, you're like like living a day in like Earl Sweatshirt's shoes. Like I'm not going to be like everybody else and say like, oh, it's masqueraded in like obfuscation and there was all like this crazy writing going on. Like it's pretty blatant and in your face what he's talking about on the new record.
So I'll have to check it out for sure.
Yeah,
I was
really
gonna say he's a guy who like has stuck to his sound. You know, he knows his sound, he knows his style, and he's perfected it. And it's you know, he keeps it 100, keeps it real.
it's definitely a record. If you're gonna listen to it, just give your full attention to it.
Yeah. And that's how I like albums.
Yeah.
I honestly like an album I can listen to cohesively.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's another thing missing in the industry, and I kind of want to help bring back. I want to try
think
and
it
do
kind of is like on a
Yeah.
backswing. Like
Yeah.
it's
You just don't get it.
exhausting to listen to so many fucking singles all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like
sometimes you just want that full length experience.
Yeah.
Like you were showing me Kyle Dion.
hell yeah.
And-
crazy. That
Yeah.
Saga
Amazing, dude.
project. Holy
Oh,
crap!
have you heard the album that he just dropped?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is it
that-
Sugar? I thought it was Sugar.
Is it Sugar?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
Sugar.
Sugar.
Yeah.
My
What
bad.
did you call
My
it?
bad.
It's all good.
What did you call it?
Sugar.
I called it Saga.
Masuga.
Saga.
But man, this album, like, have you listened to it like through the whole thing?
Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
it's like that's a full length where it's definitely just like a vibe. There's not like
It's a
I don't
different-
think there's like a whole story being told front to back, but
Yeah.
it's kind of an album that I can jump into any song and it's like this is great, or I can listen to it front to back and I'm like I'm not bored.
Yeah, for sure. Like, cause I found him like really long time ago, and I'm not gonna lie, I unfollowed him for a bit just cause I'm going through my stuff, and then it was just like I randomly saw him again. It was like the day of the release. I picked up the project, listened to it front to back, and now it's like I listen to it like every day.
So good.
Yeah, man.
Like, I got
I only discovered him recently, maybe 6 or 7 months ago. He put out a single for this project called
Hey.
Spend It.
Yeah,
And that
yeah,
shit
yeah.
is catchy as
Yeah,
fuck.
that one's a bop. That one's a bop for sure.
And I was like, this guy's really cool. I really like this song. I
Yeah.
hope this project he's working on is just more of this. And
Yeah.
it was like exactly that. And
he kept the bump. Right?
yeah, I keep like my phone connects to my Bluetooth in my car, and it's like the top record I have on Spotify right now, so it automatically just starts playing.
Yeah.
And I don't even like go to switch it. I just like let it go through.
Hey,
It's probably
soon
been
you
like
won't be able
30
to.
times I've listened to this record now.
Soon you won't be able to.
Why not?
'Cause you're switching up your whole Spotify, dude.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
I hit the track list limit on Spotify.
Oh,
like
God.
2 or
So
3 weeks
delete
ago.
some files.
I
wow.
am deleting files, but I'm like, you have to.
I've never even heard of that.
Yeah, it sucks.
It's only 10,000 songs.
It's only 10,000
Dude,
songs.
like
I reached
nothing.
I reached it within a year. Like
You've
it's,
got
it's
10,000
super
songs
easy.
on your Spotify.
But are you guys just like saving whole albums?
Yeah.
Like
I have whole albums.
I was gonna
have
say I do
singles
that a
and
lot
stuff.
too.
Yeah.
same, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I'll my favorite artist will drop like singles, whatever. I'm up to date. And then the
Yeah.
album drops. I just download the whole
Yeah, I do
thing.
the same thing, and then I'm like, oh, I have 3 songs that are on this album
That I
They're
listen to.
separated. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go
But
back
no,
to
for
just
the most
these
part,
three.
like, I probably removed about 800 songs over the weekend.
And that's not
Damn.
enough.
Damn.
Well, I'm just gonna end up filling it up in like another month, right?
Hey.
So I've been moving everything to playlists and deleting my whole library, but it's just chaos right now.
Yeah.
I have like things like split up to genres and like different moods, but like there's certain songs I come across, I'm like, I don't know where this is gonna fit.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah.
I don't know
You
what
got
this.
a problem.
It's not. Why is that a problem?
He's hoarding music.
That's what I said. I said you're a
Why
hoarder.
can't I hoard music? What's
You
wrong with
can.
that?
You can
wrong
hoard
with
as
it.
much
You
as
do
you
it.
want. It's just
I do it too. I'm not gonna lie. I got albums on there that I don't even listen
Me
to
too.
anymore. So it's like,
I listen to all this shit.
No, you don't.
Damn.
Yes,
There's,
I
there's
do.
no
That-
fucking possible way you listen to
Yeah.
all that
are you
shit.
hitting shuffle every day? Just-
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh, you're a shuffle guy. You like?
Oh,
do you ever get
shuffler.
like? Do you
I've
ever
been
get
trying.
soaked into like an artist where you just like exploit the shit out of your listening time with them
Yeah.
for like days on end? Where you're just like this album.
There's
this
definitely
album.
times like that. Now, like I wear my headphones 9
Mhm.
hours a day at work,
Hit
so
me with
like
that.
I am just taking in all this music. It's
Yeah.
not like I have like an hour
feel
set
'em.
aside at night. It's like I need a lot of tunes, or I'm gonna get mad at
Yeah,
like
yeah,
some
yeah,
of the
yeah.
music I have and like shit that I love a lot. I don't want to end up hating it
Yeah.
over listening to it.
And half the time I'm skipping over most of it. Not gonna lie.
Right? Like last year, I think I listened to like 130,000 minutes of music. Like
Yeah, that was stupid.
That's crazy. Music
yeah, if
lover
I-
right here. I love that though.
Yeah.
That's
hell yeah.
good.
It's
the man.
It's all I live for.
That's good.
Yeah.
Us too. I was
Yeah.
gonna say like
I mean,
that's.
yeah.
I
You
don't know.
guys-
I feel like when you're creating, it's hard for me to like listen to a lot of music when I'm in the creating phase because I'm like,
You guys are
If-
so good at segueing things. I would like it's so perfect.
Really?
Sorry, keep
Well,
going.
thanks,
We're,
yeah.
we're
I
trying to get better
appreciate
at it.
Damn, y'all are just good because it's like every single time I'm just like, yo, it's kind of heading
Crazy.
that direction. It's dope. Yeah, yeah. I just have a tough time the same as you.
yeah, it's like when I'm creating, it's like I do want to listen to music because there's like new music coming out left and right, but when I'm
When you're on a
creating,
vibe.
I feel like I don't want to get influenced too hard because then I'll listen to something and I'll be like, that's really cool. I'll listen to it 2 months later. I'm like, that's such a ripoff of this guy because I was listening to that
Yeah.
artist for this whole entire time. And yeah, I feel like it's kind of hard to discipline myself that when I'm not, like when I am creating, I'm like, I shouldn't listen to something, but I really want to. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I have a really tough time with that because that's what I was about to say. There's so many projects that have just been coming out recently where I'm just listening to a few songs and then they inspire me. But when I listen to a project front to back or I listen to just too much music, they kind of intertwine with my music. And I don't want that to happen.
Yeah.
I want to stay as versatile and like as me as possible.
You know what's a good counterpoint I found out is I forget who I heard this from, but they said listen to like an opposite genre of what you're trying to create so you can scratch that itch of like listening to something. Your influence won't sound like that because you're just blending the genre too much. And also the third benefit of that is the music that you create gets like
kind of a mixture.
Transmorphed from this completely different genre, and you never know what kind of like magic that brings on. Because when we were doing like the Bone Shaker single for the band that I'm in, Danger Liker, we were listening to just totally like different other kinds of music. And when we were doing like the synth layers and like all that kind of stuff, like I was thinking about like, oh well, what has been done in this song and how can I mix this and what kind of element can I bring into that. And
you got to take the different styles, your favorite styles too, and that's what's so beautiful about music is like you can just you make your own story, man. You creating something out of nothing.
So maybe take that, and you know, if you're ever like creating, it's like, hey, I'll listen to some Green Day. You know?
Hey, I love Green Day too. I'm trying to listen to them more because when I was younger, American Idiot was on like replay. Like that was the record for me too. That was another one that kind of like really impacted me.
Yeah, that was huge. I even forget like where I listened to that when it first came out, but I remember just going to elementary school. I forget what grade I was in.
I think it was grade 8.
Yeah, grade 8, and just like going in and then like everybody's talking about it.
It
was like, did you see that video premiered on Much Music?
on
Video on demand.
Shout out to
I
Much.
was waiting for the premiere of the video on Much Music. I sat at home and waited for that video to come on because I think Green Day's sick too. And that shit played and I'm like, this is fucking awesome. But it was like this total like shift in sound for them where
shift in music, man.
It
was a big shift.
For sure.
Big shift.
And I think they immediately like embarked on like an Asia-wide tour after that. So I think that just goes to show like what a wide net this cast.
They were. That album hit the moon.
As a diehard fan, what's your opinion on that album?
It's awesome.
It wasn't too much of a diversion from the sound.
No, I was young though, so I never grasped the concept of like, oh, they're selling out, anything like that. I liked music. And
talking about American Idiot, sorry?
I was gonna say she was a bit younger
like,
too.
Yeah, I wasn't in grade 8. I was like probably grade 3 or 4.
Holy shit.
I think Jesus of Suburbia was one of those first really long songs I ever heard of the
That
band,
song
and I was like,
huge.
whoa, that's so like fucking long, and I was, you know,
and
then
people will listen to it. That's the thing that's crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember going to Much video dances.
They play the whole
and they
record.
would play that whole
record.
fucking song.
Yeah.
dude.
It's a bop.
Why were you going to those
like
dances?
Bohemian Rhapsody.
What do you
It's
mean,
like,
why?
No matter how many times it comes on.
I was in elementary school. I'm trying to meet.
So was I, dude.
Meet chicks.
Yeah.
And this is why I'm well adapted.
Yeah?
Hey,
I
it comes on,
I
you're like,
was for a
hey,
while, dude.
I requested this song. That's what you say. That was like the best pickup line. It's like, hey, I requested this song.
I never dropped that.
And then
one.
it comes out.
I just bought the Sprites.
I'm just kidding. I had social
Sprites
anxiety.
on
I never
me.
used that line.
I was gonna say I was freaked out at Much dances.
Yep, same here.
Freaked out. Why?
Because people were too aggressive. I wasn't into that shit.
He was
Aggressive
square.
how?
I was a square. I was
The
a square.
grinding, man. It was too.
Oh,
It was
you
too
were
grinding.
trying to
aggressive.
Yo,
dance.
you remember those
I
grind
was
lines?
obsessed with
Those
that.
You don't
weird
think-
He's like,
grind
I didn't
lines?
want anything to do with that. I was just
I'd be the guy sitting against the wall like,
It's
what
weird how the
is
adults
this?
just
Yeah.
let that happen.
Yes.
Yeah,
Another thing is my mom used to kind of like be
Chaperone.
one,
stuff,
would be one of them there because like, you know, we ran like them from baseball and
Right.
stuff when I
Yeah,
was
you
younger.
can't do that in front of your mom.
Yeah, that was another thing.
That's a
Oh,
little
you
weird.
Girls
can.
didn't exist to me around my
Yeah.
mom. That was another thing too.
Yeah, I think everybody's kind of the same way for
Yeah.
sure.
I'd hope so.
I just wasn't into it. It was just too it was just out in the open. Just people like.
It is weird. Like
you were
looking
on-
back
it's
on
like-
it
It's
now,
super weird.
I'm like that shit.
And think
is
about how
weird as
old
fuck.
we were. We
Yeah.
were just
Yeah,
like,
12. Like
yeah, man.
Dude,
Listen-
I cannot
listeners
believe
of
that
mine
shit
are
goes
on
this
down.
line, but
Yo, yeah, grind line. What the fuck is that
Yeah.
shit?
yeah.
listening to like
my
Usher,
God.
Chris Brown.
It's
Hey, was that where you got?
crazy.
Maybe that was where you realized you like Chris Brown those much video
Probably.
dance. Yeah, you're
Probably.
just like,
Remember a Crazy Frog and shit?
Yes,
oh my god,
dude.
Crazy Frog, Friday by Rebecca Black. I think I was a little bit older.
Oh,
Nigel.
Damn,
I
the
was
hamsters.
grade 9, I think.
The hamsters was
The
all
hamster
hamster
dance?
Yeah.
Dee-dee-dee-da,
hamster dance.
dee-dee-do-do,
I still
dee-da,
sing that
yeah.
song to my cat. Don't ask me why.
What?
I sing that song to
After
my
she
cat.
shows you her cutesies,
Yeah, dude.
or
Oh my god. Yeah, we don't even want to go there. Does that sound weird to you?
yeah, does cutesy
Adam
sound weird?
We had there was a little bit of a scrap, and we were at the Queensmount one, and one of the guys that I was in the
I don't
group
think
with-
anybody's hearing this.
They can. I can hear myself.
Oh, sweet. Perfect.
They, one of the guys I was with pulled the knife on the other dude, and it was
At a
just
much
like-
dance.
Yeah, this was like grade 6 or 7. I'm like,
What?
"Oh, shit,
Damn.
this went to 100, and they split all of us up into separate rooms, to try and get everyone's stories, and we narc on each other, and no one got caught.
Gangster moments.
I don't know nothing about nothing.
Oh no one. And this
Part of the mob
he
now.
gave this false description out of who it was. We all were like,
Oh, that's
it's
probably
this
a bad
kid."
thing to do.
Some other kid in the room and stuff.
I'm pretty sure
Oh,
that's
man.
like not a good thing.
I know.
But,
I'm
you
not,
know.
I don't do hood rat things with my friends no more. I just go home and play video games.
Same.
All right.
That's
back
what
to
I
the
do
show.
too.
Sorry, guys.
Well,
Back to the regular programming.
So you guys want to talk about yourselves a little more?
yeah.
Ugh.
Talk
You
about
sick of
ourselves.
it? You sick of it? We can talk
Hate
about us.
talking about myself.
No, we
Um,
got nothing to talk about ourselves.
Oh,
I was
we've
gonna
got all the
say
shit to
like
talk.
just
Listen to us.
yeah, just listen to our music and take it all in. It's just gonna be different as we
All
grow,
of our songs,
you
know?
all
of our
songs
songs are
sound
different.
completely different. We went through this. We did like this. What was it? Like a 6-song.
EP.
Yeah, but we released like 2 songs every like 2 weeks or something.
Yeah.
And
Cool.
each of the songs sounded so weird, but they were so different from each other. Like there's
Super
one
experimental.
that was like very like not EDM, but it had like that EDM vibe. Another one was like more just like R&B, and then we had another one that was
Just rapping.
yeah,
Like just
it was weird, but
bars.
it was like that was probably the most fun I've ever had in a studio.
Yeah. Yeah, we just created like it was like 7 songs, but we have 7, 8 songs I guess from that time. And they were all just so different that it was so hard to just be like, you know, we're going to pick these ones or like
Sure.
these ones are only going to release. So we were like, let's give them all of them but just at different times. Just so then you get like a different feel every project. It was fun. I wish we could do it again. We kind of rolled it out a little bit, you know.
Too
Weird.
early?
Yeah, a little bit too early. I don't think people were ready for it yet, but you know, I think we'll probably re-release it.
Yeah.
We have
Yeah.
a lot of music too. That's another thing. Like a lot of music, and I know I'm bad. I'm stockpiling the shit out of it, and it gets so bad because then I'm like, now what do we drop
Very
first?
overwhelmed.
Yeah,
with
like
how much music.
I
we
think
have.
that's
Do you ever consider bringing on somebody else to
do that for us.
to just go, this is what needs to go out
All
like,
the
this is
time.
best
obviously,
shit.
but,
But I don't know. You guys kind of got a good dynamic. Like you
Mhm.
seem to like, yeah, you're the overthinker,
Yeah.
but like you seem to be the mediator where you're like, let's just do this. Like
We
you're kind of
mediate
like a
each other for sure.
Like more like no bullshit. Like hey, like this works.
Yeah,
Let's just do this
we
first.
kind of like manage each other.
yeah, we seriously do, and it really is a partnership. You know,
He's
like
always like, "Don't do that at a show," and I'm like,
yeah,
"No, I'm gonna start something." He's
Yeah.
like, "Don't do that." Like he's like my manager, and then like him with all the songs. I'm like, "Release it this way." Like, so it's
yeah.
fun.
We're just trying to just get it out. Like I keep saying.
Yeah.
I just, you know, it's hard sometimes. It's hard. It's hard being like, here's, you know, music that I'm attached to. That's another
Yeah.
thing, is getting attached to your music.
Yeah, a thing I
Um,
learned is not to be emotionally attached to what you
yeah,
create, which
that's
is
so
hard. It's like
hard.
be emotionally attached
Yeah.
to when you are creating.
Yeah.
Don't be emotionally attached to what you have created, because when you've created something, it's best not to weigh your emotions on like, are people gonna like this? Should I
Yeah.
release it now? Should I release it later? It's like you just harness what you already had. That's always gonna
'Cause
be
deep.
immortalized
I'm gonna
into
get
your
that
music.
tattoo.
I was gonna say,
Yo,
Like-
what? Oh, okay.
Don't be emotionally attached to the creation. Be emotionally attached
to the creating.
Yeah. Don't.
I'm
yeah.
gonna, it's gonna go all down my leg.
We're gonna have like a scroll of it.
Yeah. Be emotionally attached to the creation, not what is created.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's my.
it's a good one.
Oh, it hurts
cry a lot.
sometimes.
Yeah, but no, it's a hard thing to do, because once you've created something and you're it's weighing on you,
Yeah.
you want to make it perfect and you want to present it perfectly for people to hear.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is it's so hard because it's like, think about it like food. Like you go to this restaurant where your friend's maybe like this really dope head chef.
Mandarin.
Yeah.
He's put a lot of like
Mandarin
work
again.
into this meal. He's put a lot of work into this meal, and he's like, let's say he has such a story behind it, but he's like, I just want you guys to eat it and let me know what you think.
Just
And-
listen
and-
to this food.
Yeah, listen to this food. So
What's
you
it
eat it,
saying?
and all you say is, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
And he's like,
Yeah.
that's how
Yeah,
I
yeah,
feel
yeah.
with music.
Yeah.
Do
Definitely.
you get feedback like that though?
Ish.
Yeah.
I'd say ish. We haven't had too much like people coming at us with pitchforks or anything.
Right.
But you know, we have those on and off people where they just slightly hate, you know. But
There's always that one guy just liking a video. It's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Who are
Really?
you?
like, why are you
I
doing
feel like
that?
I know who it is. It's just like, who are you?
Just
Show
a
yourself.
disgruntled dude.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah. I kind of get some feedback where people are like, yeah, it was okay. You could have done this or you could have done that all the time.
Yeah.
People from the industry and stuff like that, but you know, it's mostly good feedback, mostly good.
that's good.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I feel like
Do
I'm
you
on
get,
a-
so you get a balance of like constructive, and then do you get people saying like, "Oh, I really like these certain parts or elements"?
Yeah.
That you brought
Oh
into
yeah.
the music.
I would say that's kind of more.
We have
what
people
it's like.
sending
Which do you
full-on
find-
lyrics, like being like,
Oh,
I loved this
damn.
part.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh,
Which do you
yeah.
find more helpful, the negative or the
Negative for
you
sure.
guys should do this more kind of
Like
thing?
constructive.
Yeah.
I'd say both, a blend of both. I mean, the negative for me,
I don't really listen to the negative.
Sick.
Cause it's,
Yeah.
but it's like, why would
I
I
have
want
to.
to cater
I have
to
to,
you?
yeah.
Yeah, the music's
Well,
for
I
you
get-
guys,
Our
right?
music,
I get
don't
that,
fucking care.
but then I can also see where I need to
Yeah,
critique
Yeah.
myself.
I like a
and
bit of a
that's how it
beat down
gets
to be
me.
humbled.
Well, yeah, you
Yeah.
have to be able
Yeah.
to
Don't let your
look
head
at
blow
it
up.
and agree with that person, like
Yeah.
good or bad, right?
people-
if
if
you don't
people-
agree, fuck them. Like,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
the thing.
they're
It's
just like, this
fuck
song
that.
shit.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna be like,
right?
what
Yeah,
was
that's
shit
nothing.
about
That's
it?
nothing.
Yeah, no.
'Cause they don't even know. They just
Yeah.
are
I
like,
won't-
fuck you.
Yeah, I had a shitty day, so that's
Yeah.
what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
I won't even answer to that kind of stuff, but I'll just take it.
Mhm.
And
You're
I'll,
like that guy
I'll
that
play along
commented
with it.
on your Middle Child remix and was just like trash, and I was
Yeah.
just like, I'm gonna reply to him, and Charles just like, don't reply, and I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm just gonna
exactly.
fucking start.
It's funny
something.
because my mom's like texting me like, "Do you see this right now?" And
Yeah.
she's
Oh,
wanting to
no.
go in. I got
Oh,
my
it's
cousins
fucked.
on Facebook hitting me up like, "Did you just see that comment?" Like it's like
They're
man,
handling your PR without
I'm
you
the
even
first
knowing
person
it.
to see
Yeah.
it. I'm just like, let it go.
I
Like
was
there's
like,
gonna
we're
be
have
people
so
who
many
don't
people, I'm
like us.
I'm gonna reply to every single one of them.
Hey, well, if you guys want no negative feedback, just look at every single IG bot post on any of your posts. They're always positive. It's like,
Lit.
hey, this
You have
post
the-
is really great.
Awesome
Yeah.
post, that's
Yeah.
You have the
funny.
greatest lyrical rhyme schemes, and Jake the Snake wants to
And it-
work with you.
Dude,
What?
that's the
DM him.
worst. I
And
hate
you're
that
like-
one.
Because we'll put like hip hop tags in
Yeah.
for like shows like this, or
And it's
when
just
we're
a
just
picture of
sitting around
us.
talking.
Hip hop's weird, man.
Yeah.
It really
I don't
is
understand
sometimes.
it.
It's the
right
it's the
now.
marketing side because like I
Clout
feel like
chasers,
it's
man.
it's so through
Yeah.
social media that everyone is like wanting, and, you know, in a world where everything's being like automated,
Yeah.
people just want to like automate PR basically. People
They
want to
just be a part of it.
And
Yeah,
I mean,
you know?
although
Exactly.
you probably could automate PR in a few years,
Yeah.
right now it's
No,
just like
never.
it's like
never.
you.
I think I don't know.
think the AI that
Deep
could
learning
that could,
is gonna get creepy on people.
it will, but
It's gonna,
it'll be
like,
creepy
develop
to the
a
point where you
crush
won't
on
know
artists.
it. But I feel like now we're at a good point where if a bot replies, you're like you can easily tell it's like this is a bot.
You
this
can
is a
Yeah.
feel
bot.
it.
You can feel it in your bones.
Yeah, I was gonna
You're
say you
like,
can feel that it's a bot. You just see
Yeah.
it and it's like, wow.
Do you respond to the bots? We joke around with
We
the bots.
always do.
Always
Yeah.
do.
I'll respond on
it's
my
actu-
personal account.
It's
Always.
actually, if you respond to people, more people see your shit.
Yeah,
because
yeah. That's
the
why
It
we
stupid
opens up the
Instagram
algorithm.
thing, yeah.
that's true.
So it's like the
I've
more
seen it.
comments you get, that's why we
Interesting.
always try
when
to
I
reply.
when I avoid the automated ones, it's like you'll still get the connection of other people.
Or it's even
but
like DM us.
Yeah,
like, for
those ones.
something, and it's just like much
Yeah.
love. That's all you say.
Yeah.
You fucking do shit. But
Yeah.
it's just like people
Send them
then
a heart.
start seeing
Yeah.
that.
so
That's
so
it.
do you guys find that you do a lot of research when it comes to like, you know, social media marketing and like, you know, like these algorithms and stuff? Are you guys kind of always on that, or you kind
Hell
of just
no.
do you guys kind of just
I think
do
just by
certain
using
things?
the
We're
platform.
We actually
We're
have like a
shooting
lot
this.
of people like teach us about it. Like our one friend Shelby.
Yes, Shelby Randall, Jerk Quartz.
Yeah.
Anybody know Jerk Quartz? Jerk Quartz.
Yeah, he's an insane.
He's huge. Photoshop, kind of.
It's like a
What does he
media
do?
kind of guy.
Photo
Yeah.
manipulation.
Okay.
Yeah, he's doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah, he's crazy. But
He's crazy dope. He
he's
taught us a
like-
lot.
Yeah, he was telling us he's just like don't use like can't use like so many hashtags because they don't even show up. And,
Yeah.
Like or he'd just be like you have to post at a certain time.
Yeah.
Every day and like it was just
Simple
shit-
things like
yeah,
that.
just stuff like that he would like show us how to get like not the bots or like more likes on something like organic likes,
More organic
not just,
growth.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys find that it like worked once he advised you
Yeah.
of those things, or was it kind of like,
Hell yeah.
oh, like I gotta still avoid these bots and whatnot? But
No, it actually does. Like he even
Cool.
told me like Jerelle's been telling me like comment back to more people.
Yeah.
Like don't just like their comments, and like I do, like I'll just like put an emoji or something just so then, and I get more likes that way.
It's
Like-
not even that. I'm watching the algorithms, right? Like I'm looking at all the analytics and everything, right? So I'm seeing how many people are clicking on it. I'm seeing
Right.
how many people are actually engaging with the post.
Yeah, and you
And-
know what you did that day.
Yeah.
and you can go like, oh wow, like engagement is like way higher
Yeah.
today than it was yesterday when I did this.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
you can kind of just keep building upon that. Like the more you use it, like the more in tune with how everything's working. Like you might not necessarily know like the back end stuff, like how the engineers know it,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
you can see how the site's operating. On
Yeah,
a
it's just
day-to-day.
this whole. I feel like the industry is a shoot and a miss, right? You're
Yep.
just you're learning as you go, a lesson, another lesson. It's just
Counting on my blessings.
counting on my blessings.
Do you think social media and stuff has helped you guys grow? Like,
Hell yeah.
yeah, it's like
Hell yeah.
it's such a double-edged sword. I feel
When
like
you use
like,
it for the right reasons.
yeah,
Like it works. Like
Yeah.
it's
It
how
really
we
works.
found like so many people that we work with.
right.
Yeah.
We've had shows with people that are from like Atlanta who come to Canada and
Whoa.
they just message us saying like, "Yo, we're in Canada, like let's do a show." And then we
That's
end up
crazy.
doing it. You know?
oh,
Yeah.
It's like just a snapper. Like if there was no social media,
We wouldn't
be in
have
contact with
connected.
her.
Alex,
It
we
was like-
probably wouldn't
yeah,
have
it's
connected
like-
with either.
It really does. It does the networking for you.
Yeah.
It really
Yeah,
does.
yeah.
No, we,
Yeah.
we owe most of what we have going on here to it as well. I mean,
Yeah.
like we know a couple people like in the industry that we could have brought on, but
Yeah.
it wouldn't have grown like as quickly as it has if it wasn't for social media.
Yeah.
yeah.
When you're using the tools right, that's all it is.
Sky's the
man.
limit.
There's a lot of people who use it for the wrong reasons, and I try to avoid.
Definitely.
I try to
a lot
avoid.
of vapid bullshit on there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Like remember when Twitter was just businesses and artists?
Yep.
Yeah.
Like don't like that was crazy to me. It was so nice. Everything was so clean. There was no
Yeah.
bullshit. Now I go on to Twitter for 2 seconds and I'm like, I hate my life.
Dude,
Yeah,
I,
you
know what I mean?
I get
Yeah.
pissed off just being on Twitter. It's
Oh,
the
it's
worst.
awful.
I
It's
feel like though
awful.
Instagram is like slowly kind of
I
like
never
getting
click
a
on the
little bit
Explore
more
page.
corporate.
Oh,
Yeah,
Dude,
because
the
the
ads
Zuck
on
is
in-
putting
Yeah.
his foot up in
Every
there,
4
man.
posts is like an ad,
I
and
hate
it's like
that shit. I
yeah.
can't stand
I
it.
know I'm trying to be in that ad reel, but at the same time, it's like every 4 posts and you get an ad, and you're like,
It's too
Yeah.
much.
But the
Yeah,
ads
it's
work.
tough.
Yo,
'Cause, like-
sometimes the ads though show me some shit. and I'm
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
That's
so
cool. I
true.
wish I-
That's true.
Like
Yeah.
thank God for ads, but then sometimes I'm like, yo, I don't-
is there anybody through an ad that you can mention right now that maybe you wouldn't have been able to find out if it wasn't for the ad?
I wouldn't say like people in general, just like products.
Products or ideas.
Yeah.
I'll have to give a big ups to Wish for
Dude.
Dude, Wishes
Yeah.
fucking ads
hearing
are
about it.
crazy.
Wish's ads are crazy, but they got
They
me some
lured you
cool
in.
stuff. I got these.
There's literally photoshops of things that don't exist with a dollar tag on them.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, he's got a little Ewok hat too.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh
Yeah, that's
my
amazing. Actually,
god.
no,
Yeah,
Yo,
no-
I want this.
Yo, that is
I've worn that way.
He's been wearing it to some of the shows that his band's been performing, and it's the funniest shit
No
I've ever
freaking
seen.
way.
When they take pictures of it, dude, it looks like they've been photoshopped on.
This is what he wears on stage.
Yeah.
Yo.
They do Photoshop.
I actually put the chin
Yo.
down.
Jarrell, can you get
I like
on
to take it on the
Ian's
chin
level?
sometimes.
And then
Man,
run around.
I don't know. He's
What?
playing it off better than me. So I don't
Yeah.
know.
Some sort of
Yeah, you're probably better off leaving the game up to him.
I've been wanting to try and get on stage with this bear head we have. We got this like mascot bear head.
Cool.
Oh,
I-
no way.
I really want to start a show with it on.
How'd you get that?
Wish.
I wish it was Wish. I don't know. Was it Greg? I think our friend Greg just brought it. He just randomly chucked it at me one day.
Hey guys,
and
I
was
have
like-
this bear head.
Yeah.
He's
We
like, I
brought-
saw it at
Where'd
the
you get
brought
store.
it to Montreal for some reason. It was never used. Just sat in the back.
Hey,
But
it was used for
kind of-
pictures.
It
we
was,
had some
yeah,
cool
oh, yeah, that's
pictures.
true. But it was
Is
But-
it like a ferocious bear? Or is it like a
It's like a
little
cuddly
cute
bear.
corduroy
yeah.
bear?
It's a cute
Yeah, it's a
bear.
little cuddly
What's with you
bear.
and corduroy?
But I mean, like, imagine if like
Corduroy's
It's
awesome.
a great fabric.
hip hop show, somebody just comes running out of the crowd with a bear head. Imagine, just starts going crazy on
It
stage.
would catch my attention.
Yeah,
Catch your
but I'd
attention,
also
might
be
freak
kind of
you out.
frightened.
Yeah.
yeah.
It
Yeah, I was
kinda
gonna
weird
say,
me
it
out
might
at the
freak
same
you out. You
time.
might think I'm weird.
Funny animal costume story.
Some furry shit.
Apparently, Elton John was going to sign Iggy Pop, and Elton John showed up at a concert while Iggy Pop was all fucked up on drugs, but he showed up dressed as a gorilla and it scared Iggy so bad on stage that he curled up into a ball and started crying, and Elton John
Holy
never ended up
shit.
signing him.
Elton
True.
John. Shout out to Elton John. We just saw him
I
not
don't
too
think
long
Elton
ago.
John needs a
Where
shout
you saw
out.
Elton John?
Yeah, I'm just shouting out everybody.
Yeah,
Where'd
he
you see
tunes in
Elton
every
John?
week.
At Scotiabank.
Yeah.
Scotiabank Arena.
Yeah.
Not the
Cool.
bank.
How
Yeah.
crazy was that? Was
Yeah.
it fantastic?
It was. I'm so pissed because I missed Benny and the Jets, and that's my favorite fucking
Bummer.
song.
You might as well
It
not
was
have
because
even
of
gone.
him.
Have you ever listened to Beastie Boys cover that tune?
No.
It's ferocious.
I
Yeah.
bet it
Yeah,
is.
it's super good.
I'm gonna have to listen to that.
Yeah. Yeah, they
Oh
sound
my
messed
God.
up.
We're gonna have to listen to that for sure. Yeah, he was amazing.
Yeah, he
Amazing.
was cute. Every
Yeah.
every song ended, he would like get up and like go to each side and just like
Wave.
thank everyone and like
Oh,
smile so
yeah.
big. I'm like, he's just so
That's
pure.
sweet.
That's like a veteran showman skill. It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
they
right.
just thank
I can't wait for
everybody.
that
He
movie.
yeah, he
Yeah.
shouted
Yeah,
out
no
like
doubt.
Canadian artists too, like
Jesse
Jessie
Reyes?
Reyes, yeah. Which
I don't
was-
know if you guys know
which I
her.
thought
That
was pretty
name
cool.
sounds really
She just won a
familiar.
Juno.
Yeah.
Oh,
she's,
is she
she's
from around?
Brampton.
Yeah, she's
Brampton.
from around here. I don't think I can remember like a song, but
Figures?
a couple years ago
Yeah.
Yeah, she has like
Dun,
the
dun,
biggest
dun,
song.
dun.
yeah.
Daniel Caesar.
Yep,
Yeah.
Daniel
Hell yeah.
Caesar.
Okay, good.
He
I was
did a
gonna
remix
say.
with her.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
For
Yeah,
Figures, yeah.
for figures.
Daniel Caesar.
He's another one.
Yeah,
He's another
that
one,
guy
man.
is
He's fucking good.
ridiculous.
Yeah, see, it's gonna pop like right there. Jessie Reyes.
Yeah, she's cute.
She's awesome. She was actually looking for like female, like a female band, and she was contacting her for a bit.
Oh,
you had-
really?
yeah, you had to
Yeah.
audition. So you'd send in a video, and she sent in a video, and she DM'd her and everything. Started asking her like what she does and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, I think I seen her perform at a New Year's. Was it Canada Day? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Where?
She was performing at like a
39
CBC
million views, holy
performance,
shit.
like
No
out
way.
in Ottawa. I'm pretty sure.
39?
Yeah.
What was that? 40? Holy shit. So she's from where'd you say?
She's
Brampton?
from Brampton, yeah. It's
Brampton.
crazy because we have so many mutual friends, just like in the industry. Like I
Yeah.
know so many people that work with her.
Have you
Yeah.
met her?
I haven't met her, no, but we like
Oh,
we
yeah.
talked to each other on Instagram for a little bit. Even with the Elton John thing, because he was just like, shout out Jessie Reyes.
She was there, too,
Congrats.
so.
Like, that's insane. She was like, thank you so much.
That's
Damn.
awesome.
I still think she's just kind of like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh yeah, it's
for sure.
you can tell with her that she's like it's just hitting her.
I really
It's
love
just hitting how
artists
big
like
she
that
is.
when you see what they're like on that like they've already blown up but they
Yeah.
still feel like they're on the come up like Anderson .Paak is someone like that who,
Yo,
like he still doesn't
that's
believe
my
dude,
guy,
like,
New
dude.
project.
I
It's a
fucking
new
love
project.
him.
about to
I
come
love
out
him.
soon.
Yo, I can't believe he just
even
dropped
like
2 on
Logic.
us. He's about Logic is another one. Logic's huge to me.
But yeah,
Um,
like artists like this, like when you see them like in the interviews and you see them kind of like jittery or like you see them kind of like shaky in their voice, and you're
Yeah.
like, man, you don't even know how good you are. Like that's
Yeah.
so fucked up. Like,
well, because they're just like us, man.
yeah,
They're just artists
exactly.
like
It's
us.
almost humbling to think.
Yeah.
I know. Who knew that people could be like me?
But yeah, like she's like she was saying, mutual friends and stuff. Like you guys know Sunreal too. Sunreal.
We opened for Sunreal.
We opened for him in Waterloo.
Who's that?
His manager is Jessie Reyes' manager.
Oh no
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, so it's like,
Those connections are
They
getting
know
pretty
us. They know
close.
who
Those
we are.
connections are getting pretty
Yeah.
close.
Yeah, you guys must be
Shout out to Jesse
killing
Reyes.
fucking networking.
Shout out to
Holy-
Sunreal. Shout out to
DJ
Danny,
Rich,
DJ
Cola.
Rich, Cola. Oh my God, yeah, all of them.
yeah,
They're
Cola is Sunreal's drummer and actually came out to the Toronto show for us.
yeah.
He's a good guy
Mad
too.
love.
That's sick. What's it like seeing somebody like that out in your
At
eye?
your
Honestly,
audience?
it's like it's not even like they're like famous or anything, but I still get a little starstruck when I see
Sure.
him.
Oh, he
'Cause I'm
walked
like,
in and I was like,
watched you on stage perform. for us.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
was
yeah,
like,
I believe that, man.
it's
Yeah,
like, it's
that was like
weird.
Nathan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we had
so-
this drummer from Auras and Intervals on a couple weeks ago, Nathan Bula.
Hey.
And Kim Mitchell.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he
Oh, yeah.
played
He
for Kim
played for
Mitchell.
Kim Mitchell as well. And we just shouted out a show that these guys were playing, and he
Yeah.
showed up. And
No
it was
way.
Like,
I
it
was
was
kinda
just
like,
like,
whoa.
but it was at Harmony
That's
Lunch.
so cool.
So seeing at Harmony
Damn.
Lunch a show with like him in the back, he's like sitting in the stool. You're like, whoa,
Yeah.
like I'm playing a Harmony Lunch show, so like I know the vibe, I know how to like hone that in, but like just to like kind of streamline past everybody and catch like a glimpse of him like just down the path of heads every now and again. It's
Yeah.
like, oh fuck.
And
fuck.
then he just left for an international tour like yesterday.
yeah, he
You
went to
know?
go for,
That's
yeah.
so sick.
He's
though.
watching Danger
That's
Liker
so
on the
sick.
weekend, and then he's just fucking jet setting around the world like after that.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I think I just get starstruck with like, good musicians.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I'm just
I agree.
like, nice.
Yeah.
Like, you can play the shit out of your drums, nice.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's just like,
Yeah.
It's dope having people here because like I get to hear about their process, and I just sit here with a shit-eating grin on my face. 'Cause, like that's all I ever wanted out of life. Like I don't need like larger than life stars to like
Yeah.
come. I just like listening to musicians talk.
Yeah,
about
'cause
what
it's
they
like-
love.
Like I said, we're all the same, man.
Yeah,
We're
dude.
all, we all got this little part in our brain that's just always turning.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And
man.
It's inspiring, man. It's cool. It's wicked.
You never know who's gonna blow up next. It's weird. It's also weird to kind of hear artists, like successful artists' stories and like
Yeah,
what
how
they
they
think
did it.
defines, not even what they did it, but what they think defines success. Like some people will say it's hard work. Some people will be like, I had a good team, and some
Yeah.
people will say luck.
yeah.
And the
Yeah.
people that say luck, it's like that fucks me up.
Yeah.
I think
fucks me up 'cause
when
it's
they
like-
say luck, I think they're undermining how much work.
I think
they
the
put in.
Yeah.
grind.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think the
Big time.
grind increases your chances, but I
Yeah,
still
yeah.
think
Oh,
it's-
there's definitely an element of luck.
I s-
Don't get me wrong.
And when I say luck, it's more like right place at the right time. It's not like
yeah,
you
that's
know.
luck.
I think
I
everyone
know, but
has
it's
a
like-
shot at doing it. It's
Yeah.
just, it could take 20 years, 10
Yeah.
years. It could take a day.
You just
I'd
have to
say-
put yourself
Yeah.
It could take a couple
everywhere
of
you
hours.
possibly can.
Yeah.
But it's
I
like,
feel-
I think anyone has a chance at just making money doing music.
Oh,
it just
agree,
takes a
100%.
long fucking time. Or it could be an overnight thing. Like
I'd say it's all
Post
elements.
Malone.
Yeah.
It's
Post
all
Malone, I
elements.
fucking love Post
Yeah,
Malone.
but he had an overnight story, which is kind of crazy with White
He-
Iverson.
Yeah,
I-
he produced that,
Yeah.
wrote it, freaking
Jeez.
recorded it
Yeah.
himself.
Posty's
Yeah.
one of the
And he's
guys
coming
too.
from
Wow,
like
there's so many
hardcore
artists.
bands.
Yeah, he
He lived
came
in
from
a closet.
yeah, he came from like the punk scene. And,
Yeah.
like he was in a metal band. Oh, but somebody who's had, let's say, like a Syracuse, and someone who has like a really long come up story is this guy Mike Young. I don't know if you guys ever heard of him. He's like a Subway singer. So
Okay.
he's like, if you look him
Okay.
up, Mike Young. It's Young is spelled Young, and he's been pretty. He's been yeah, I know. He's been getting a lot of buzz on Instagram with just like his Subway videos, but he's an amazing
Wow,
vocalist.
Martin
Yeah,
Garrix.
yeah.
So
Martin
many more
Garrix.
being
Martin Garrix
discovered
recently
by just
funded his
playing
tour in
the
Europe.
Subway or something.
Yeah, but this guy is insane. He's older and
We're
he's
getting
been doing the
copyright
Subways for a while. Yeah,
We'll
but
just
yeah,
dispute it.
but Martin Garrix recently picked him up and was like, "You're doing a European tour." It got sold out in some venues. I don't want to say most, but
Yeah, I think you should never
my
really get
God.
discouraged. Like you look at like JID
Okay,
right now.
I think I remember seeing this guy.
yeah,
And-
you should look up Mike
he's
Young
actually, like,
Subway
doing stuff now,
just to
right?
see his like raw. This just happened. So he recently did a Kickstarter. I think he asked for not like the most for an artist, like 10 or 15K, and he
Enough to
met
get a
that in
record
like
done?
Yes,
I've
I did
seen
see
that
this
video.
Guy, yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen the America's Got Talent one.
yeah. So this is
Oh,
this.
this video. Okay, I've seen this
Yeah.
one.
So this guy has been doing this for who knows how long, and only until this last year is he getting like to kind of play outside of here.
There's a
Damn,
girl
3 million views.
named Tash something, and she was playing in Australia just on the road, and now she's like doing tours all over the place, and she has 2 million something followers on Instagram.
Damn.
Yeah, this girl, she's so hot too. like,
Tash,
look at her.
Oh no! Oh
Yeah,
my
she's
God!
an
Yeah,
insane guitar player.
Yeah.
insane singer. She does everything on her pedals.
yeah.
She does everything herself. It's crazy.
There's another Australian female singer-songwriter, like guitarist. Her name is Emily Browning. I don't know if you've ever heard of her.
no.
Yeah, she's really good too.
Yeah, this.
She recently did a tour with Corey Wong from Wolfpack. Yeah,
Yeah, she like loops everything.
Yeah, I remember seeing the Facebook video going around.
I saw her on the street, like
Yeah.
not physically, but like through a video someone shared on Facebook, and it was like had nothing on it yet. But I was like, this girl's sick. Just even like her like look, even. I'm
Yeah.
Just like,
it's just like I don't give a fuck. This is who I am.
yeah, she's sick.
She kind of looks like one of the Dirty Heads.
Jesus.
Make sure you keep talking so they don't take
Yeah.
our video.
Damn.
This video's taken down
Yeah,
anyways.
hey,
That was what's
This-
up? What's
Yo,
up?
This
we
video's
got a
taken
Warner
down.
Brothers copyright claim on our last video.
Yeah.
How do
And
you-
it was during
This
a part
video
where
will be
nothing
up
was
in like
happening.
2 or 3 days.
How do you guys
Hey.
feel about how do you guys feel about like vocals that have like heavy reverb on it, like that endless like tail?
I
It's
like
used
it.
tastefully.
I
If
like
it's done
it.
tastefully.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say if it's done the right way.
It sounds
yeah.
cheesy. It's different, but like I think it sounds
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah,
Just matters who it is.
Yeah,
exactly.
I gotta
agreed,
say.
Agreed.
I gotta say
So
how
It
it
has
is.
to be
just got the
mixed
voice
properly.
for it.
What the hell is that?
firing round.
Yeah, so we're
fucking
coming up on 2
do it.
hours. We usually wrap
Cool,
it
cool.
around here.
Okay, cool.
We've been doing this little thing called the firing round where
Oh my
Ian's
God.
gonna toss
Oh,
a
jeez.
couple little statements to you.
Oh, he's getting ready.
Words, and you guys
Holy
just say the
shit.
first thing
Getting
that
all
pops
saucy.
into
Changing
your head.
positions.
Okay.
So
I'm in position.
it's
I'm
for
ready for
both of
this.
you. So however you want to do it, you want to.
I'll say the term. You basically each say the first thing that comes to mind,
You go first.
and just
delays.
no
No
delays.
delays. We'll
go.
just do
Oh,
it at
no.
the
First
same
thing that
time.
comes to mind.
First thing that comes to
Okay,
mind. Okay.
I'm
here
gonna
we
go, and then which one of you wants to go
Scared.
first?
Sure.
Okay, I'll go
Jerelle.
first. All right,
Sure.
ready?
Yeah.
Okay. SoundCloud rappers,
Lil Pump.
I was gonna say Lil Pump too.
artists that go by their first name.
Jarrell.
Oh, fuck.
Hey.
Oh fuck. That Tash girl.
Hey, there we go.
Ad libs.
Travis Scott.
Oh my god, I was
Yes.
gonna say that too.
Yes, falling into the hole.
Okay, Posty.
All right.
Hey.
Favorite local artist.
KVNE.
KVNE.
All right. Favorite local food.
Boone Burger.
Fresh. It's not
All
local.
right.
It's in Toronto. It's like 30 minutes from me, but fresh.
That's
fuck
local
fresh.
enough.
Yes.
All right. Dream sample to use cleared.
Holy.
That's a
Usher, Let It Burn.
Ooh.
Say something by Buddy Holly.
All right.
Sick.
Nice. Good answer.
Yo, that would be crazy, actually.
Dream collab.
Miley Cyrus.
D'Angelo.
Nice.
nice.
Guilty pleasure of anything.
Ice cream.
I don't have a guilty pleasure. I think pleasures are just pleasures.
All right.
I don't have to be guilty about it.
Yeah, that's the Satanist mindset right
Yeah.
there.
Damn. See, I'm the angel. She's the devil.
All right.
What the hell is Boone Burger?
What?
It's
A
vegan.
really
We
good
gotta finish the segment.
It's vegan.
We'll talk about
All
it
right.
after.
Favorite condiment.
Oh, garlic salt.
I'm only saying ketchup because I hate it so much.
Thank you. Yeah. Fuck
I just had to
ketchup.
put that on
Fuck
the
ketchup
air.
gang.
Garlic
Yeah,
salt
fuck
is
ketchup.
very
Fuck
good.
ketchup.
Least favorite instrument.
Oh, what the?
Sounding,
Wow.
playing, whatever. Whenever you hear it, you're like, just again.
I think like
Wow.
really
A shaker.
gross saw wave.
All right.
I don't know.
I just say a
something-
shaker because I find it boring sometimes.
All
Do you know
right.
what I mean?
Yeah,
Cool. That's
Somebody's
the
just
end.
That's
You guys
it?
survived. You guys didn't die.
Hey,
Good job. My
good,
mic keeps
good.
falling.
dope.
I liked how fast I hit Travis Scott with the ad lib there. Though.
Yeah.
It's lit.
I was hoping you guys would just do an ad lib like. brr.
Oh,
kinda go
oh.
Fuck.
I
Yeah.
definitely
Oh,
would
we
have said
fucked-
it's lit.
All right, do it now.
I should have
It's
said
lit.
favorite ad lib.
I prefer
That's
Pop
true.
It.
I like
Ooh.
that. I like that's true.
Amine,
Yeah, that's a good
shout
one.
out to Amine.
Yeah, Amine
I'm gonna
is-
do that every time I say a name. Shout out to whoever it is. Just got to.
We did have a request for Jerelle to dance in the comments.
Oh my god.
By who?
It's Austin. I saw it at the top.
Looks like you're dancing.
Shout out Austin.
I'll give the little,
Oh, look at Jess the Snappers in there
Here we
too.
go.
won't even
Here we go.
Jesse baby.
Here we go.
Stop. You have.
Yes.
He's actually a really good dancer, and he always goes to those moves, and
Because
it makes me
you can't
cringe.
you can't like force me to dance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta
Well,
throw in
You
the
can't
cringe.
put Jerelle in a box.
I gotta feel it.
Yeah.
I gotta feel it.
Yeah,
So
I
I
He
feel you.
dances on stage all the time.
Have you ever
and
seen
everyone
that-
goes crazy.
Have you seen that video?
I've seen some of his moves on fucking Instagram. This boy goes crazy.
I try.
Holy shit.
I try. There's a video by I don't know what was the dance with Drake, the challenge.
In my feelings.
The In My Feelings challenge. So the guy who made that one was Shaggy, I think it is. Shiggy. I can't remember how to pronounce.
Shaggy.
I don't know why I'm
Mr.
saying
Loba
Shaggy.
Loba.
Some Scooby Doo.
But yeah. He's got a video where it's like everyone tells him to dance now.
Okay.
Okay.
Siggy
So it's
Flicker, of
like
course.
they're like dance. You know what I mean? They're like dance, and he's like, oh I don't want to dance. And they're like pushing him, shoving him and stuff. And he starts dancing, but he's like crying. That's how I feel.
I
When
get it,
people are like, yo, dance
you
well,
ever have
man.
people like come up to you and they're like, "Oh, you're funny," and like somebody
Tell me
overhears
a
that,
joke.
they're like,
Say
"Tell me
something.
a joke." You're
Yeah.
like, what are you doing? No, I'm good.
It's like, oh, you a rapper? Freestyle.
yeah, right.
That kind of thing. I'm like, man,
You're actually shit.
sure, let me freestyle, but you know, I'm not gonna do it right when you ask me.
Jeff
Yeah,
says,
no doubt.
"Bless Alex."
I saw that too.
Oh,
I can't.
yeah.
I saw
we
that
have a
too.
really,
So
we have a
humble.
really good
So
team.
humble.
Real cool team. Yeah, real cool team.
I just love you, Alex.
KVNE. He's like,
Hell
you
yeah.
guys got.
I'm glad you guys said the name because
Yeah.
we were all debating.
We're like Kane.
It was like,
Kane.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
bring
I
him
thought
up
it was
here.
Kevin.
He hates it when people call him
Don't say
Kane.
Kane. Don't
Kane?
say Kane.
All
when you
right.
bring him
It's
up
funny
here.
though because
Okay.
we always just make Undertaker and Kane jokes after
Yeah.
that.
what is
so it's
what
right
is
after.
what is KVNE?
So he
Ke-
got
it's
it.
like
He got it from
Kevin.
Kevin.
Oh, okay.
And his last
Hey!
name is
Oh,
Edworthy.
so you had
Holy
okay.
right.
His
shit, I
last name is
can't believe
Edworthy,
it.
so it's like that. Yeah, it used to be. Yeah.
So
No.
Christian, you were right because Christian
Partially.
just said Kevin. I was like, but there's
With an
me.
E?
It's not.
I said Kane a few times, but I said Kevin a few times as well too,
Nice.
because
You
you kind of
cleared- you
get
cleared
Kevin out of
yourself.
that. But like,
Yeah, but no, Kevin's
He's
an
dope.
awesome dude. And we-
real dope,
We
real
became
humble
very
dude.
close with him. We're always at his studio. Just
Is he from Toronto?
he
Toronto?
lives in Hamilton.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, and his manager and his best friend Saul is also a really good guy. He's
Real
kinda like
good
the
guy.
bodyguard of the group.
Dope.
cool.
Yeah, I wanted to reach out to him too.
Wearing
If
his
you guys want
Uggs.
to drop a little.
Yeah, of
little tidbit
course,
for us.
of course. Yeah,
Yeah.
do it for him. Do it for him for sure. I'll message him for sure.
Cool.
Yeah, I told him we were up here, and he was like, "Good luck and everything." He was super excited for
That's
us.
sweet.
So we'll have to get him up here for sure.
Cool. So, do you guys want to plug some stuff? And
Before we sign off,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Follow us
find
on Insta.
Yeah, follow us on Instagram. Follow me, Jerelle Fisher, JerelleFisher.
Jesus.
Then follow the Beware Sound page, BEWARE, and then Sound SOUND. Wow, I almost
How do you
fucked
spell
that
sound?
up.
And then Sofia Monaro, it's SOFIA,
Yes,
the
don't
European
forget
way, the best way.
cool.
And then Monaro, MONARO.
glad I nailed that on the title.
Hey.
Yeah, right? Everyone,
yeah.
someone at Starbucks wrote it as an F, and I didn't even tell her, and I got very emotional.
She
They
loves
write like
it.
Sophia with a PH, and then they write
They
like
always do.
Sophia.
Yeah.
My
no.
mom's still doing
People
it.
comment
She
on my
still
posts
texts me
with
back
a
that
PH.
way.
I'm like, it's literally in
Oh,
the
that's
name.
so annoying.
Yeah,
It's like,
Gaining more people now.
I don't know.
it's
Because
just
of that fucking
disrespectful.
dance.
it's the dance.
Hey,
I got them
wanted
back
to,
here.
before we bounce, I wanted to ask about Beware Sound. So
Okay.
like, are you guys gonna be putting music out as Beware or
As Beware, I'm not sure yet. Beware started as a certain, like, I wanted it to be a label.
right?
At
Yeah,
a
that's kind
start.
of like the vibe we got. Like we're like
Yeah, I wanted to have
learning a
more
little bit
artists
about
on
it,
it.
and we're like, oh, like your song credits go to like Beware, maybe
Yeah.
it's like their own like
So,
little
like,
label.
If you look on like Apple Music, Spotify, anything, it says Beware Sound on the bottom.
yeah.
But we release our stuff through Jerelle. We want to change it so it'll probably just be like Jerelle. We do it the same.
Yeah.
Like we it's us in the room every single time we make something.
Right, yeah.
So it's like
it's kind of like it just started as Jerelle, so we didn't
Yeah.
switch it. But like, really, it's like he's writing the lyrics and I'm helping with the music and
Sure.
going to shows and playing live and stuff like that. So it's just kind of like
I was gonna say Beware's the band too.
Beware, yeah.
Yeah,
I'd say
yeah.
And it's
that.
kind of like Joan Jett and the Heartbreakers. It's like
Right,
the Heartbreakers are in the studio all the time playing with her, but it's really like
Yeah.
it's Joan Jett.
right.
Yeah.
Or like Tom Petty.
Anderson
And the
Paak
heart.
from the Free Nationals.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
Only as
exactly.
of recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Aftermath.
But
Yeah.
like that, yeah, that like it worked that way. I mean, she's just when I say Jerelle or anybody says Jerelle, we kind of take it as us.
Yeah,
You
so
know,
that's
like-
awesome. Yeah.
Like she touches everything I touch.
Sure.
Wow, I
you know,
said
so-
Joan Jett and the Heartbreakers. I meant Blackheart. Isn't it?
Whoa!
What is it? Joan Jett?
I thought it was the
Fact check. Time for the
No,
fact
no,
check.
no, no.
Isn't it
Check it.
Tom Petty and the
Second- yeah,
Heartbreakers?
yeah,
Yes.
And
Yes.
it's Joan
Yes.
Jett
And,
and the Blackhearts. isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's
Yes,
the Black
Joan
Hearts.
Jett
I
and the
love
Black
that.
Hearts.
Fuck,
I love
I'm
that
sorry,
nobody picked
Joan
it up. We're
Jett.
just like, yeah.
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
sure.
I like
We know our
completely fucked
history.
that up.
She's met her too.
I
so-
like am in love with Joan Jett, so I'm very ashamed of myself.
It's okay. We forgive you. Hopefully she does too.
Yeah, we mess
We're
up
ashamed of
at
ourselves,
least
too.
50% of the things that come out of our mouths.
Yeah.
Don't worry, so do I.
Yeah.
That's why I'm here.
But yeah, it started as a label. It was before it was like me, I was the artist, and then we had like 12 producers on it
Right.
and stuff like that, and we were just running beats through a basement. Like
yeah.
we were just putting out tracks. But you know, you get to certain paths and certain forks in the road. So things have been shifting, and I've always wanted to be a label. I want to make it a clothing line at some point as well.
Sure.
Kind of put that out that way too. So it's pretty much our brand.
It's just
Dope.
beware
Cool.
sticks.
Yeah.
It's just like
Yeah.
it looks cool on a logo.
It does look
Rolls
cool.
off the tongue.
Yeah, it rolls
Simple.
off the tongue. Like right when every show, I introduce her, Sophia on the keys, you know, and I'm Jerelle, and together we are Beware. You know what I mean? So
okay, cool.
it rolls so well. So yeah, that's kind of how we just made it work.
Right on.
Yeah.
All right. Any parting words?
It's fucking hot in here.
It's hot in
I'm
here.
Sweating.
Also,
Milk
remember
was a bad choice.
Like,
to
Like,
Yes.
subscribe.
Like, subscribe.
and
Comment.
fist that bell. Fist it.
Thanks for coming.